Hello guys, hi. I'm just looking into why my computer is trying to stop me from streaming. Because the internet is really bad and I'm probably lagging a whole bunch and I'm so sorry because I have no idea how to fix it. Like, are you even doing anything? I don't even know, are you? Yeah, it's not looking too good. It's not looking too hot, and I don't know why. I don't know why that is. I can't tell you. Because it's currently also at, like... Yes, sweetheart. 306... Actually, I will try and restart the... Jesus Christ, what 0 kilobytes per second? What is going on? What the fuck? It's not even letting me, log out correctly. Are we okay? Are we doing good? Do I need to restart the Wi-Fi again because too many people are in it? Is that what's going on? It's been a while since we've had internet problems like this. And I feel like I've, swayed myself into, like, an area of comfort that is bad. So, I could delay this just a little bit further, because, like, we've got time. I can stream a little bit later. Yeah, I was like, did I actually even unmute my microphone? I did. It's fine. We're good. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna replug the Wi-Fi. Hello, too bad the internet's acting up again, right? I think I'm gonna, like, quickly, because, like, we've waited an entire day, let's wait, like, 20 minutes more, I guess. I'm gonna go replug the Wi-Fi, we're gonna restart the computer, and I'll be back in, like, maybe, like, 20 minutes, half an hour at most, because, like, I'm pissed, and I don't want this to ruin my experience, of the first act, and we want to finish it at some point. So I think I'm just gonna go to the Be Right Back screen. It's gonna buffer a lot, and I'll be back as soon as I can. Vita, if you are here and could inform any newcomers of what's happening, that would be great. But yeah, because it's buffering so much, I think I'm gonna go do that real quick. I'll be back as soon as I can, and I'm so sorry this is happening. So I'm just gonna send you over to Be Right Back. We should be back. Yeah. Okay, it took a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but I guess we're back. It's only been 10 minutes, which is very good. But also fucking annoying. It's still bad? Oh my god. What is going on? What's going on? Really? Really? I think it's like worse than it was before, actually. What the fuck? Okay, do you wanna like leave? You too? Yeah. Okay. That is abhorrent. Why? Why? Please. That's just mean now. Why are we still doing this? Man, it is just so annoying. What's going on? Why does it not want me to actually play things? Come on. Okay, you also leave. Maybe it's just because so many tabs are now open again. Yeah, you're live. That's great. Okay, we're in the green. It's very good. Maybe it was just like the, because a lot of things are like loading in and stuff. Maybe? Like, are you okay? The site is just non-existent. This is where the stream usually is. Okay, there we are. Okay. I'll just let it buffer for a second. We're better. Somewhat. Kind of. I mean, we should be fine. I don't know what's going on. My mouse keeps freaking out. Everything's just freaking out, to be honest. But okay, let's reload you. Let's see if that fixes anything. It's been an evening, because like technically I also want to watch the music video from Joe Seja, actually. Like he said it once and it was like, oh, that's how you pronounce it? That's so weird, because like my brain is like Seja. It's like, no, you're putting an E in there where there is none. So it's Seja, I think. Joe Seja, which is, you learn something new every day. But yeah, so technically we're fine now, which is good. So I think before, streaming starts officially with like the Fontaine quest and everything, I think, it's gonna load up probably in a second, and then it's gonna make noise, which, nyeh. And then once it's so white. And then after we've stopped it from making noise, we can go listen to the music video, because like it's out and it's been out for like a while, like since last week, and I just haven't actually gotten there to watch it. And we should be watching it. So I think I'm gonna just turn down the music for a second, and then we can watch it, and then we can continue the quest. And we're gonna finish Act 1 today. It's 2 more quests, and we're gonna finish it today. So help me God, we will. And after that, we'll see. Because, like, I don't think I'm gonna do anything else. I'll just finish that up and then collapse into bed. But yeah, like, then it's nothing more for the rest of the week, I'm pretty sure. Because tomorrow is deep cleaning day, and also, packing day for next week, so I don't think I'll be streaming anything more this week, generally, but the week afterwards, so after the 21st, at that point maybe, someone. Okay, you can go quiet. Good. All right. Okay, let's see. We have gameplay, which is currently that, but we want this. So let me just quickly, just in case we're seeing some funky, not goodly, stuff. Oh, look Look at that! That's so cute. It's showing my desktop background as the thingy. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my god, that's so cute. Okay, let's go see the video. I'll go find it at some point, maybe. It's loading really slowly. Okay. You're doing great. You're doing fantastic. Alright. You, sir. Yes. It's very great that I'm already following him. It's very practical. Alright. You've uploaded here? Yep. Okay. Gonna try and go stop it. It's a... I have an ad block on here. What the fuck are you talking about? Huh? There's no ads in this house. There's no ads in this house. Hello? Are we good? God, no. Don't look at that. Don't look at it. You don't need to look at it. Don't worry about it. Oh my god, are you like freaking out about the... Are you freaking out about my ad block? Really? Okay. Ooh, it's like an ultra cinematic mode. Holy shit. Okay. 1 second. Okay. Also, love the intro of that music. Let me just see where I can place my camera. Yeah, okay. Let's... We have chat up there, but I think for this, I'm just gonna undo that. We're gonna just be in the corner, reacting to the content. Yeah, I think that's a good position to be in. Yeah, okay. Anything that's going on there? Yeah. There's a gap right there. Let's not do that. We will be going up against the wall, baby. Alright, okay. Chat can stay there because it's like slightly transparent. That's wide as fuck. That's very wide. It is. But, I mean, if that's the choice he wanted to make, then that's the choice he made. Anyways. Are we ready? Are we ready for this? Because I've never actually listened to the whole song or seen anything else but the teaser for this music video. So, like, this is, like, a honest-to-God first reaction to this. Like, song, music video, acting, everything. So it's gonna be interesting. Like, I'm very excited because I've been holding off watching it because I wanted to watch it on stream. So... Are we ready? Because I'm ready. So, Let the Water Flow, Genshin Impact music video, feat the voice of Risley, which is Josija. Sija, I think. I'm putting way too many E's in that word, but, you know, we're getting there. Alright. Before I just keep talking forever, let's just go. Look at him go. He's got cowboy boots on.
Time to think about what you've done. Time to think about what you've become. All decisions are on the table like a double-barrel gun.
I feel like Bryson, this is so overdressed.
Begging for one more shot. Show that's not all you've got. Try convincing me that there's more to you than naked eyes can spot.
They're staring at each other. Oh no, it's raining.
So come on down to the river bend. Let me teach you something. We'll put the gloves on, baby, and let the water flow down.
I love that it's so western, out of left field.
Oh, it's not a choice that one can make. No more promises left to break. Leave your sympathy at the door and fix your eyes on what's at stake. Oh, it's more than you can take. Find that light that's deep inside, the one you try to hide. Fracture the sense that you thought had given up and all but died.
baby. It's serious mode.
To the river bend, let me teach you something. A broken man can't understand when the waves are coming. So put the gloves on, baby. Let the water flow down. Let it raise me up.
Ouch. Poor man.
Let the water flow down. You can fill your cup. So come on down to the river's end. We can reach for something. Forgiveness is heaven sent. So let me be your puppet. You come out clean. Let the water flow down.
Ah, that's his ult.
Let it raise you up. Let the water flow down. You can fill your cup.
Stopping the rain like never that.
If the Duke wants somebody dead, he needs no justification.
Just punching the poor cameraman. Dude. Oh, that's so fun, dude. That's so fun. Absolutely hilarious. He also said that his favorite thing to shoot was the fight scene in the ring, and not the one with the drum set in the rain, because it was freezing. I was like, yeah, fair point. Fair point. It's probably freezing cold, but like he looked like he was having so much fun with the recording. The song itself I probably wouldn't necessarily listen to because it's not really down my line of things, but like it is still very good. 1 second. If that is true, what I'm thinking it is true, I don't think it is, because I don't think that's the case. However, no. Okay. I was like, did he somehow make sure that it's the same length? No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It makes no sense. Makes no sense. Don't worry about it. But it was really good, and I liked it a whole lot. It's very fun. He had a lot of fun with it. It was a great Kickstarter. I support it. It's great. And I'm very, very glad that he had a lot of, he had the creativity to go there and do that, because apparently he also plays a lot of instruments and is a singer, so that's all him. Like, it's crazy. It's really good. And, like, he's apparently also doing his own stunts. Not apparently. He is doing his own stunts. He's doing his own acting. He's doing the voice. He's doing everything. And also, I've seen, like, clips, because he keeps circulating, because I've been liking everything about the music video and the process of it. So, I saw a clip of him playing as Risley, just playing around. And then Risley says a line, and then he echoes it back in the same accent as Risley, because he is the voice of Risley. And in my brain, I was like, oh, I wish I could do that. Because, like, he is the voice actor. So if he, like, hears him say, let's get to work, and he says, let's get to work, in the same exact tone of voice, it's perfect. It's so good. It makes the whole, like, echolalia of, like, repeating phrases back and forth so much more fun, because it's like, it's the guy. It's the guy who's doing the thing. Oh my god, it's the guy who's doing the thing. It's crazy. Oh dang, multi-talented. He is the talent. You should talk to Helen about that if you want to know more, because Helen knows a whole lot about this guy. And I should probably get fucking educated, because, like, he's playing my favorite guy. I should know more about the guy who's playing the favorite guy. So I should. Game is muted, just so you know. It was quiet so I can hear the music video properly. So I know. I know. I turned it up. So we are back in business. In the fountain where I left him. I think I went in there because he was stuck in his little, what's it called? In the red mode where he was looking like he was on fire, and I'm pretty sure that is because my game was lagging so much. But yeah, we are now ready, steady, ready to go with my little crew of people. But yeah, I've been like dreading going anywhere near where the quest is. So I think I'm just gonna double check that all of my voice lines, like that the stuff is like on and doing things. Yeah, at 5.
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in!
Yeah.
Is this level okay?
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear Paimon?
Yes, you are. It should be at 8. Like, if it needs to be quieter, I can turn it down. For sure, like, no worries. I think the SFX I'm gonna keep down because they're like just loud and annoying sometimes. But maybe I'll turn the music up a little bit because I like the music. I like the music a whole lot. So let's just, if it's too loud, do please tell me so I can adjust accordingly. Hapu. I feel very indecent just staring at his butt. Where were we going? Actually, I can just, you know, hapu. I need to go down. Oh, interesting. Okay. Ooh, whoop. In upty-wupty. What were we doing? Go where Liney is? Aye, aye, Captain. Don't worry about it. I will. Oh, that's Fremine! Hello! What's he doing here?
This is our current abode.
Ooh, the current one, so it isn't your normal abode?
Ah, Fremine, you're home. Where did everyone else go? I have some new friends that I would like to introduce.
Right. Alright.
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
I love Fremine so much. He's so baby.
I see. Everyone is getting busier now that Father will be returning soon. I suppose that can't be helped.
Oh, the first mention of Father. Who I already know who it is, but it's always fun to see how things get revealed in the way of the story.
Allow me to introduce you to my little brother, Fremine. He is a phenomenal diver.
I love the triplets. They're not, like, only Linny and Lynette are actually related. Fremine is only brother, well, only. He is brother by adoption, I'm pretty sure, but not by blood, which doesn't, you know, mean much, but, like, they're not fully blood related. But I do love the triplets so much. I love them so much. They're so cute, all of them. Hi, to-go mapping? Hi, you. Hi there. How you doing? Phenomenal diver.
Hello.
The shyest man ever. Hi.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Hi.
Oh, you sound very proud to have a diver as a brother, Linny.
Yeah, I'd say so. Lenny sure seems to have a big family. What a talented family. Actually, that sounds better. Yes.
Linny, could you come here for a moment?
Good? What good?
What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me?
He's shy. It's alright. You go around. Go ahead. Go ahead. Cred. Meep meep. We okay? You okay? Y'all okay? We doing good?
Okay, I see.
Is everything all right?
No, we're dying.
Oh, it's nothing. We were just discussing a little housework. Sorry for the interruption.
Housework. I'm sure.
Oh, before I forget, the Traveler and I collected more materials to make magic pockets. Were you able to get any, Fremine?
I feel like we're talking some weird Singing language.
I went diving and gathered lots of materials. I was about to give them to you.
Oh, he's so
That's our
smart.
Fremine, always quick with the underwater work. All right, I'll take these to the workshop.
Yippee! Ooh. Oh, it's starting to rain. Oh no. Such a great angle, though. I just hate school, to be honest. Fair point. Oh, look at him go. That's fair. Who likes school?
Looks like rain.
No way. I thought it was fire.
Oh, you're right. But wasn't it clear and sunny just a moment ago? Fontaine's weather sure is weird.
I'm afraid that's just how it is here. It often rains on days where there are trials being held in the Opera House, but don't worry, it'll clear up soon enough.
I'm sure.
What's wrong, Fremine?
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe.
Oh.
It's said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Though we don't know where the dragon went, every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain. When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and play, I should yell toward the sky at the top of my lungs. Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon! Don't cry!
Could that Hydro Dragon be the elemental dragon of Fontaine?
If it's an elemental dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be very unusual.
Exactly.
Let Paimon try something. Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
Squee! Yeah, didn't really do much. The food, not edible. The playtime, okay, I guess. When the school bell rings, yes! Until the teacher says, the bell does not dismiss you, I dismiss you. Oh yeah, fair point. Teachers are like that.
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
Hey, don't diminish that.
You know, you might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism. Or could at least play along.
Exactly.
Sorry. It might be because we've never met the Hydro Dragon. Perhaps it can't be comforted by the words of strangers.
Actually, after some time, the rain stops.
It rained for longer than I suspected. Oh, it's already getting late.
We could have also just walked through the rain. It's not
Was
that
there
bad.
something you needed to do, Linny?
Yeah, some preparations for the show at the Opera House. I need to find a way to catch the last aqua bus of the day. On the day of the performance, just ride the aqua bus to the island of Araneus. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of the Opera House.
Sounds good. You go ahead, Lonnie. See you at the performance.
Are you leaving now?
I guess we are.
What is it, Fremine? I'm in a hurry. Oh, I get it. You feel nervous delivering the materials for the magic pockets, is that it? Perhaps we could trouble the Traveler to help us take these materials to the Beaumont workshop and deliver them to the owner there?
Sure.
I'm afraid that Fremine can be quite introverted, and the boss there tends to be pretty talkative. Fremine has always been a little afraid of her.
Don't shame him for it, though.
No trouble at all. Don't worry, we're on the case.
Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to such tasks.
It's okay.
I'll think of a way to make it up to you.
Don't worry about it. I get you so much.
Oh, no need. This will be a walk in the park for us.
Exactly. We're so extroverted. Don't worry about it. Whee!
Thanks again, you two. I really can't deal with that lady.
Don't worry about it. We got you. Alright, where are we going? Is it the thing? Cute, right? Right? So cute. They're all so cute. Is it that one? I think it is. Yerp. Hello.
Hello? Is there anyone here?
Bonjour.
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're just looking for a chat with me.
All three, I guess?
Oh no, we're just here to deliver some materials. Here they are. They're for making, what were they called again?
Magic
These must be
pockets.
for magic pockets. I could tell right away. I've already made several orders worth now.
Do we need to pay?
No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered them a discount.
Oh yeah, fair, because of the, Because of the flood things, the prophecy.
But they insisted on paying the full amount,
Yep.
saying that I had a business to run.
Yeah, that is fair.
It seems both their hearts and their pockets are made of gold.
That's true.
Whoa. So, is Lenny actually loaded?
Yeah, go marry rich, Lynette. Not Lynette, Lumine, sorry. It's a different L word. Don't marry your brother, please. That's just weird. No, Lumine, go marry rich. You have that brother. Or the sister. You could either.
I can't say for sure, but who knows? Maybe there's good money to be made being a magician in Fontaine.
Or just have a rich family.
Hey! Is this machine what you use to make stuff here? It looks really advanced.
It's a very slow, hammer machine.
Why use your hands when a machine can do the work? It would be a waste not to use the latest technology. And wasting is a kind of crime.
Fair point.
But where does a big machine like that get its power from?
Magic.
Well, it's a little complicated. I'm not sure I can put it in layman's terms for you.
Hey, don't underestimate my smartness.
But basically, everything we usually use here in the city is powered by indemnitium. It's a type of energy that's produced from trials.
Excuse me? From trials? Everything is run from trials? The courthouse powers the country? What?
Huh? How can trials produce energy?
Well, I'm not completely sure of all the details myself, but basically, when a trial is in session, the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale harvests people's belief in justice and converts it into energy to be used all around Fontaine.
What the fuck?
So that's what its other function is? Paimon heard that the Oratrice was created by the Archon to make judgments.
The Oratrice.
But Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these machines?
Well, Venti and Nahida both said the gods rely on belief to obtain power.
Oh, yeah! So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy created by belief and turn it into power for all of Fontaine, right?
Wait,
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, it sounds like it makes sense. Besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called pneumosia.
oh. I think I pronounced that wrong the entire time.
It isn't produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it still cannot be widely used by civilians.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already talking, I'm sure you wouldn't mind a few words with me.
Enforcer?
You again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Confrérie of Cabriere by next month? Why are you hounding me now?
Yeah, but how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50% today. Wait, no, 70%.
Piece of shit.
Huh? You...
Seems business isn't so great for the
Hi there.
workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered the materials. Maybe now's a good time to leave?
You're right. I mean, we could get involved. Justice and all, you know? Sounds like a usual case of someone owing somebody else money. Kind of. Burp.
Hey, hold on.
What?
Before you go around trying to collect payments, why don't you settle your own debts first?
What the fuck are you doing here, sir? What the fuck?
If Confrérie of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to your little conversation here?
Child, what the fuck are you doing in Fontaine? How the fuck did you get here? Where have you been? Also, like, it's been a hot second since we've seen each other, so, like, it's been an even hotter second since I haven't, like, actually, you know, done an Archon quest in half a year. So, like, it's been even longer. So I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here? What? Okay.
Ah, you're from Northland Bank.
Debt
But we
collector.
said we'll pay everything we...
Ah.
Traveler, Paimon! Hello! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
Yeah, what are the
We're
chances?
surprised to see you too. What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
We sure seem to have run into a lot of friends today.
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now. And honestly, things have been pretty boring.
Well, it's about time that we showed up then, huh?
But it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble.
You know me.
Either way you look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot more interesting now.
Heh.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting. Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well so far. Right, Traveler?
So far, I think we've already weathered enough storms for now. And mind a little excitement every now and then.
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting something?
Oh no, he just saw his wife and got all excited. Sorry.
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
The power play. He's like, debt collector, you owe me money. And then it's like, oh my god, wifey. Hilarious.
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our thumbs while you catch up with your friends?
Yes.
Listen to me, boy. If you want Shamora, fine. Why don't you come and take it?
Oh boy.
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing, Tusser said,
Hey! That's way over the line! All right, boys, let's see who has to pay up now!
Jesus Christ, you really just want to pick a fight, don't you?
can you at least let me finish one sentence?
Nope.
Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients. You're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
Go ahead, they're all yours.
I'm sure this won't take long.
Exactly. You go at it. Have fun. Oh, do we help? Oh my god, I get to do
Shouldn't
all
let
of
your
that.
guard down.
Hello.
Who's next? No time. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Tidal wave. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Any more? No.
Oh, what's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank? Wait, don't tell me you're...
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank. Got it?
He's like, don't worry. I'm so innocent and not related to the Fatui at all. He's like, I'm a harbinger. Hello. Hi, buddy. Oh, you okay?
Huh?
Oh, baby.
Now's
Ooh.
my chance!
No, no, it isn't. Don't worry about it.
Huh. That was weird.
It's like, I don't need my vision. I can just drop kick you to the floor. What the fuck just happened? That is a great question.
I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them. Maybe there's something wrong with my vision?
It's lovely that we're just zooming in on your midriff. Possibly.
Strange. How could that happen? First time Paimon's ever heard of someone losing control of their vision.
Maybe because you're a Fatui harbinger in the land of Hydro, possibly with a not contraband, compromised vision because of the Hydro Archon having a temper tantrum.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
Yeah, I always have my delusion in case I needed to. Yeah, yeah. I deluge my way through my day. That does just kind of happen, doesn't it? You'd better not use your delusion too often. I don't have a vision, so don't ask me. But, you know, don't use it too often like a scolding mother.
So what are you doing in Fontaine, child? And don't say it's work for Northland Bank.
We know that's not true.
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
Oh?
Huh? What kind of reason is that? Wait, since when do you feel down about anything?
That's a great question as well.
I don't know. Maybe I still have a lot to learn about myself. But recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me. And I don't know why, but every now and then I feel like I'm in a terrible mood.
Okay.
Maybe you losing control of your vision just now is connected with that power you're feeling inside.
That is a possibility.
So about this power, do you have any idea where it came from?
I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I fell into some unknown abyss.
You have not mentioned it before.
It was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me was named Skirk.
Okay, Skirk. There's rumors that Skirk's coming out in like 5 point something or 6 point something. That's very interesting and very exciting.
She was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always very strict when teaching me combat techniques. One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. From what I could make of her answer, it was because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me. She said that all my combat training would be useful in the future.
Okay. Cryptic.
But what is it? What did you awaken?
Do you think he'd called it if he knew?
She never explained that. But my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss. In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front of me appeared a whale that was so massive, I felt like I couldn't breathe.
A whale? Oh, that sounds familiar! When we fought against you before, you summoned a huge whale that seemed to leap at us. Is that the one?
Possibly.
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my elemental powers.
'Cause I'm quirky like that.
It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind. I'll never forget it.
Fair point.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? Huh. Seems a little twisted to Paimon.
Maybe. It's very possible that the power inside you is connected to your incident in the abyss. Yeah.
So why don't you just go ask your master? Maybe she knows the answer.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of the place where I remember falling into the abyss.
Damn. That's mysterious as
Oh.
shit.
It sounds like some kind of ghost story.
Like you got abducted by ghosties.
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. It seems that strange encounters in this world tend to be elusive like that.
Except for us. We're always here.
Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you. I just remembered I have somewhere else I need to be, so I should get going.
Okay.
What? More work for the Northland Bank?
Possibly. It's a great little frame, actually.
And no, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
Oh, your need for a challenge never ceases to amaze me. Do you want to spar sometime?
Official champion duelists? You mean it's their job to duel?
Yep.
Yep, in Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, they're given one chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion duelist.
Jesus.
The champion duelists are all-powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. And the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight with no specified stopping point. So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, they'll be acquitted. But if they lose, they'll have no choice but to stand trial.
I'm pretty sure it's a whole big fucking loss to win ratio.
And the worst case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel. Though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty. From what I can tell, no one has ever been officially sentenced to death.
They've just kind of wandered into death by themselves.
So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise, why gamble with your life?
That's a great question.
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the duel?
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens. Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine. Apparently, the one I'm meeting today, Clorinde, is the strongest of the champion duelists.
Yay!
I had been asking her for some time before she finally agreed to face me today.
It's crazy because I know a lot of them because of the banners and stuff, and it's like it's so crazy to see a lot of them just appear in the story. It's been so long since I've actually played an Archon quest. I'm like, is this actually normal? Like how quickly everybody is getting introduced? It's crazy, but you know. It's great. I'm enjoying my time so much. I'm like, oh my god, Clorinde. Oh my god, Child. Oh my god, Prone. Oh my god, Linny. Oh my god, Lynette. Oh my god, Father. Oh my god. There's so many that I know. And like only like in Act 3, I'm pretty sure. Is it Act 3 or is it Act 4? Nope, that's the wrong page. That's Act 4. So Chapter 4, Act 4, whatever. No? Not whatever. Act 4 and Chapter 4. There we go. That one. That's where Ricey will be. That's where Ricey will be. We've still got a long way to go, but that's where he'll be. So soonish. And probably until I actually get to Ricey, like to that chapter, I'll probably have enough of everything that after the story quest, like the character quest is actually over, when we get there eventually, I can probably actually go through all of his character story as well and read that out loud, because that is also something I really want to do, because like every friendship chapter and every like couple of, you know, every couple of stories, because like we're probably gonna have to wait until the end of Fontaine to actually play the whole or read the whole story about everything. I want to read that out loud really, really badly, because like there's so much story left in there, and I wasn't able to get there during the time where I didn't have him, and I didn't want to, you know, I don't want to cheat and just read it on the wiki, so I really want to read that. So we're gonna probably do that when his story quest is out, when we can have access to it. So it's gonna take a moment. EP.
Well, that's Child for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that name somewhere before. Clorinde.
When we met the Hydro Archon.
Oh,
I'm terrible at
before I forget,
remembering names as well.
I want you to have this.
Oh? Oh! Your Hydro Vision?
Your vision? You're seriously just giving it away?
Are you sure? Are you okay? Are you trying to die? Sir?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel, so I think I'll be better off without it for now.
Maybe.
Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
Okay. I'm glad to see you again then.
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to come talk to us again, don't you?
Hey, don't say it as a bad thing. He's just a little puppy. He just wants to talk to us.
Whatever gave you that idea? I'll be in touch later.
Okay. Bye. Don't die, please.
That sneaky guy. He said he's been feeling down lately, but he seemed the same as ever to Paimon.
Well, that doesn't necessarily mean much.
Well, since we don't have much to do for now, we might as well walk around and see the city before Lenny's performance.
Sure. Let's go. Okay.
Wow! Who could have seen that coming? The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along!
Hey, don't blurt it out, Paimon. It's rude to spoil the mystery for everyone else.
Sorry. Paimon was just surprised, that's all. Whew. Paimon never saw that twist coming. The murder mystery novels here are amazing.
Never thought I'd see that the day when Paimon would enjoy reading. Do you have any idea how long we were loitering here?
The whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai Publishing House.
Fair point.
Both have their merits, but Paimon thinks this style of novels are more, well, novel. It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one Paimon was just reading. You should buy a copy and read it too.
I'm good. You already spoiled who the murderer is. That is true.
Oh, sorry about that. Paimon will be more careful next time.
Please.
Hey, shouldn't we be heading to the Opera House to see Linny's performance soon? It's almost time for the show to start, so we should get going.
Yeah.
Lenny said that the Opera House is on Aeneas, so let's go ride the Aquabus!
Okie dokie. I also want to see if there's... Yeah. Child's vision. It appears... Right, I can't read. It appears as if Child lost control of the elemental power within it before. The vision has lost its glow now that its owner has left it behind. Well, at least we know he's not dead yet, because it's still going. Because otherwise it would be like blank. Alright, a lot of meters. Where are we going? And we could ride the Aquabus, but... Oh, yeah, okay, let's see. We can go ride the Aquabus. We can also teleport there, but riding the Aquabus is fun when it's for story purposes. Let's go do it the traditional way. Yippee. Still dripping everywhere. Aquabus, Aquabus. Aquabus, Aquabus. Navia line. Oh my god, they named it after Navia? Crazy. Okay, which way do we go? What's the... Okay, we have A, we have B, C, but like, both of those are dead, so I don't know. Police
Word of advice.
Memoria. Is that this one? No. Police Memoria. Where's... Where'd that one? Where'd that one go? Police Memoria. Is it this one? Nope, that's Rumatem. Yeah. Police Memoria. That's... What is Memoria? I don't know.
Don't break the law. Huh. Is there anything else? Yeah, seriously. Don't break the law.
He's so funny. He's so funny. Meep, 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 meep. Okay. I'm in a box. I'm in a box. I'm in a box. Yeah, that's where we are. Okay. Station main hall. Clementine line? Possibly. I don't know how to navigate the Aquabus, but we're getting there. Okay, where's this one going? Not the way we want to go, I'm pretty sure, right? Or... don't get into the water, come on. Hello. Where are we going? Where's this one going? I don't know. Do we actually ride the Aquabus, or is this just like for play? There is a good chance that they're just like, oh, let's ride the Aquabus, but like not actually. The Navia line? Let's see. One up? Aha. Oh, sorry. Ooh, there's something in the bushes. Wait for the Aquabus. There, Aquabus. Okay, let's get up there. Hello. Yes. How'd you do? When does the... Immediately. Okay! Cool. Alright, I'm gonna sit.
Welcome to the Navia line. I am Elfan.
Yay.
The boat will be departing imminently. Please do not stick your head, hands, or other body parts outside the boat.
I
The
kept
Aquabus operator is not responsible for any accidents or injuries resulting from doing so.
Okay.
Also, please remember to buy the Steambird. Though I don't read it myself.
Okay. It's so pretty and scenic.
The destination of the current tour is Erinias. Points of interest worth visiting include the Fountain of Lucine and the Opera Epiclese.
Yerp.
If you look to the left in the direction we are currently traveling, you will see the famous Fontaine Research Institute up in the sky. An experiment gone wrong turned new sightseeing opportunity. Human ingenuity truly is a wondrous thing.
So monotone, that delivery. Feel you though. So pretty. Also, I'm pretty sure that one back there is also a Greek thing. Also, you know, there's just remembering that.
We are now approaching our final destination. Please be sure to bring all your personal belongings with you as you disembark. Even though I will take any forgotten items to Lost and Found, the paperwork is rather annoying, as Melusine hands are not suitable for grasping pens.
I feel you so much, girl.
Please be careful when disembarking. It has been my honor to be your tour guide this trip. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, we're parking. I see. Welcome to Fontaine. Woo! Alright. Down we go. Chapeau! But yeah, it's... I forgot what it's called. Morte Region? No. I'm pretty sure it was called something specific. Also Greek inspired, like Greco inspired. And, I've... Funnily enough, there were people on TikTok, of course, because a lot of them just don't read, apparently. But like, they were like saying, oh, but like it's all like French and English, there's no Greek inspired stuff anywhere. And to that I say, what, are you not reading things ever? Like, what's wrong with you? Because yes, there are a lot of Greek things just happening everywhere. I mean, fucking, for fuck's sake, his, right here, Risley's constellation is called the Cerberus. That is an inherently Greek myth. That is the three-headed dog of the underworld in Greek mythology. Like, we have that, we have, I'm pretty sure it's the Charybdis or something, like, over yonder, which is also a Greek thing. So, like, there are more than a handful of references to Greek mythology, so saying that Greek mythology does not have an impact on Fontaine as a whole is inherently wrong. It is all, like, very, you know, I mean, it's all a little Europe with, Mondstadt as well, specifically. Mondstadt is very, like, Germanistic, like, German. While this is, like, a lot of countries in a trench coat, which is, like, French, France, England.
Now this is fancy! The
It is.
Opera Epiclese. What a place to hold a performance! No wonder Linny and Lynette were looking forward to it.
Right?
Looks like there's a lot of people standing around the fountain up ahead.
Oh, Archon, please bless us with a bright and healthy child. We pray.
I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long as our child is healthy and lives a peaceful life.
No.
I guess if they're our kid, then there's no doubt they'll turn out smart.
Yay. No.
Maybe this is one of the customs in Fontaine. There sure are a lot of couples here.
It's a fertility fountain.
Vache.
Who? Who?
What's wrong?
Vache. Vache.
Are you okay? Hi. Did you just say something?
No, Paimon didn't say anything. Are you hearing things?
Strange.
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine.
Hello.
All the water flowing through Fontaine converges here. It's customary for newlyweds to come here and wish for children.
I see. Thanks, Lynette. Lynette.
Lynette! You scared Paimon! Why did you get here?
I probably was waiting for us already.
Lenny asked me to wait here for you, remember?
Exactly.
Right.
By the way, Lynette, I seem to hear a faint voice just now.
What do you mean? There are a lot of people here right now.
It seemed as if the voice was coming from the fountain.
Hey, you're not
Ghosts.
trying to scare Paimon, are you? Besides, it's the middle of the day. It's not the time for eerie things.
You say that, but like, you know, it's all possible. We do hear a lot of things all the time, constantly, so I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. Also, I'm just gonna move the camera, because I keep, like, drifting out of the main frame. It's like, not good.
I see. I might be able to tell you something that could help explain the voice you heard.
Okay.
In fact, you might not be imagining things at all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the hydro element. Others in my family have had similar experiences.
Ooh, but you're animal.
Because of her sensitivity to the hydro element? Well, what would hearing a voice have to do with elemental power?
When do you cry, Paimon?
Wait,
When do you cry?
what does that have to do with anything?
That's a great question.
Just answer me. When do you cry?
When Paimon's really sad? Oh, and when Paimon's super happy. Oh, and also when Paimon's really, really scared.
Mm-hmm.
Then you should understand that tears contain your most intense emotions.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontaine converges. Even the tears that fall to the ground will eventually gather here. So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
That's an interesting explanation. I'm not sure whether I buy it, though.
So, what did the voice say?
It seemed to be calling out someone's name.
Huh. If you were hearing their emotions, then Paimon wonders what happened to them.
Death.
Rather than worrying about them, we should worry about my brother first.
Yeah, has he been arrested?
Don't let that calm look of his fool you. He tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance. So chatting with Lenny might help him relax a little before he goes on stage.
Yay!
Oh, right. That makes sense. Let's go in and see Linny.
Let's go.
I wonder where humans come from.
That's a great question. A lot of evolutionary theorists have been hot on the chase on that one. So much magic. Hell yeah. Let's go in! It's opera house time. Baby! Let's go. We're getting places. In the world. Cutscene? Ah, something like it.
Ah, Traveler and Paimon. Good to see you. I knew you two would come.
I mean, yeah. Makes sense, right?
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world. We've been looking forward to it.
I can tell, judging by how early you've arrived.
Yeah.
But you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet, which means now is the perfect chance for us to take you to the best seats in the house. Wait just a moment. I'll fetch the tickets.
Yay. Very nice. Yippee! I'm just chatting with Lynette. Cute.
The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved your seats, and here are your tickets.
Yay. Thank
Ooh,
you.
front row seats. Thanks, Linny.
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Hey, Lenny!
Could you come over here and take a look at this?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cal, my assistant, calling me. I'll go lend him a hand.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats. You go ahead, Linny.
Alright. Also, it's very pretty. Right? I take a picture. It's very pretty in here. Maybe I'll take that as inspiration. Oh god. Please center. Thank you. Jesus. Weep. That's so pretty. Good lord, it's right up my alley. It's a little too white, but Jesus. I love it. Alright. Up, down. Ooh. This reminds me a little bit of Honkai Star Rail. This is so cool. Like the place on... Oh my god, can you please center yourself? Yeah, close enough. Pretty. I'm just like a little tourist, just being like, haha, pictures. Oh my god!
These should be our seats.
Never that!
Let's sit down.
Just in the front row? Okay. Fun. You are floating. Criminal offensive side eye. Hi, sir. What are you doing here? The criminal offensive side eye is so funny. Leave him alone! Bro, he's just sitting there.
Hey, traveler. Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together and the rest of the place is practically empty still. It's kinda awkward if we don't say anything.
You're just just speaking so loudly about that fact. I'm pretty sure they've heard you by now. You're up, Paimon. Isn't that usually your job?
You little... Of course you put this on Paimon.
Of course.
Excuse me. I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry.
I am terribly sorry. You sound like an answering machine. I love you so much.
I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
Always.
Oh,
Please.
So you heard all of that, did ya?
It's hard to miss.
You have good ears. Paimon thought she was keeping her voice down.
I mean, your octave of voice is very, very, very hard to miss. So, yeah.
Wait, that's not it. Paimon's sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. So let's talk, but, what should we talk about?
Oh my god, I'm never taking you anywhere ever again. This is getting even more awkward.
Oh, Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front. Are you a friend of Linny's too?
Lumine looks so concerned.
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Linny would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
Cute.
Oh, so you're not friends with Linny then? Oh, this is getting more awkward by the second. Paimon nearly forgot to make her introduction.
Yeah, with all of the awkwardness happening. Oh, look at Lumine, she's like shy. It's just like, oh my god, I can't believe we are friends.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine.
Bonjour.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Tevat.
You have? Oh.
And as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself. I am...
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet.
Nervillet?
What an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
Nervillet, not Nervillet. What the fuck? Why are you putting an R in there? There is no R. There's no R in Nervillet. What? Nervillet. I'm gonna have to ask my friends, my French friends, if that is the way. Linny! What the fuck?
Ah, Mr. Linny. I should say it is in fact an honor for me to see your performance in person.
Oh my god, you fluster him.
Wait, Nervillet?
Yeah.
Could he
there we go.
be?
Nervillet?
I saw you all chatting just now, but it seems you still don't know who Monsieur Neuvillette is.
Monsieur Neuvillette. I think you just can't do a French accent. That's fine.
Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
The Eudex, which I think, misread as Ludex, like a small L. So, Ludex, which is not correct, but my brain was like, ah, yes. Ludex. Sounds like some kind of reptile. Makes sense. Haha. Hello, friend. Hi, creepy. How are you? I hope you're having fun. I'm having so much fun. I'm having so much fun making fun of Linux accent, speaking to and about Monsieur Neuvillette, because he literally just called him Monsieur Neuvillette, which sounds like he's very nervous. And I don't want to be too mean about it, but like fucking Neuvillette. There's no R in there. I surely don't. Pat, I hope you're gonna survive work. Maybe you can chill later. Enjoy the stream, everyone. I hope everybody will, cause I'm having a lot of fun.
Ooh, sorry for being so rude just now. Paimon had no idea you were such an important person.
He's in the front row. I'd say he's pretty important.
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really.
You sure? You literally have the little weights of the Oratrice Mécanique de Cardinal as your, like, coat accessories. What the fuck?
And by the way, I should probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to.
Huh?
There's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite a while now.
Hi, madame.
I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression.
He's so tired.
So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise, she may become flustered.
It's like he knows. He can sense it in the air with his little weird antennas. Hi there, milady.
Huh?
The cutest.
Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro Archon. Huh. She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face. Guess she has no idea that you saw right through her act.
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention. We may now enjoy the show.
He's like a fucking tired dad.
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro Archon?
Sort of.
All right, please wait just a moment longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations, and the performance will start as soon as the audience has made their way to their seats.
Yep.
Yay! The show's finally about to start! Paimon can hardly wait! Paimon's never seen a real live magic show before!
Fair point, me neither. The crowds enter the venue, and the curtain opens for the show to begin. Ooh, fancy schmancy.
Ooh, they're dimming the lights! The show must be starting!
Uh-huh. Interesting. Yes. Sorry.
Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
Please.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Linny.
Hello.
And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Hey, don't air out her dirty laundry like that.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all. So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today.
Okay. Hi there.
Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the gods won't be able to help us.
No, the gods won't be able to help you? Oh god.
Good point. That's what makes the show real magic.
Alright.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin. Lynette will now exit the stage to make some preparations. I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps in an unexpected way. I'm sure she'll be stealing the spotlight soon enough. Oh, and before I forget, there's one more thing I should say. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye.
Okay.
A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless. Huh?
So many cards.
But this isn't what you came for.
Nope.
These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky.
Alright. Oh my god!
Using
Lynette!
this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely.
Oh god.
Right before your very eyes.
Hi, Chlorine. Oh no, not the kitty underwater. Like a little, pretty little mermaid.
It's actually quite simple.
Is it?
She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do.
God. Oh god, not the entire outfit being gone. I mean,
Lynette, are you still there?
well, she's probably
Don't go too far. We
pretty
don't want to
naked.
use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
I was about to say, please. This is a PG stream. Yay. Jesus. Scary. No. That's a pretty good show.
Whoa! What in the world just happened? How did he do that? Hyman didn't see him do anything.
Right?
Wasn't Lynette inside the water tank? How did she disappear and then reappear out of nowhere?
If you keep peeping around here, my ears are gonna bleed. What a show.
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking.
Exactly.
To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
Thanks, wise man.
Guess you're right. Hyman couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared. Amazing!
Thank you, everyone. I'm glad you
So
enjoyed
tiny.
that performance.
Yeah, he's so tiny on that stage. It makes me nervous.
But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here.
Oh?
The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen.
Oh, look at that. Kitty cat. Hi.
I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But Lynette is still my assistant after all. in which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky audience member.
Oh my goodness.
Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes now.
To saw people in half.
There are 2 boxes, and only 2 boxes. One is here, and one is there in the aisle among the audience. I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. A swap! Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box.
Well.
Now please, everyone pay very close attention to the box you see here. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
Wow, how's he gonna do this? Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does Lenny have actual superpowers?
Let's watch and see.
The lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector.
Of course.
It selects numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate. Now then, let's begin.
Sure.
Let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations! You now have the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute. Please, come forward. My assistant will take you beside the magic box.
Yay.
I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible.
With little, like, stars and shit.
You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box.
Okay.
If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Meripede.
Take me! Take me! I want to go there. I want to go to the people.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right. Before I enter the magic box, there is one more thing I need to ask the audience to do. Could you all give me a countdown?
3, 2, 1, go!
Like this. 60, 59, 58. Just keep counting down. You can go a little faster or slower if you like. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to know when time is up.
All
Oh,
right.
and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Ooh, Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that.
She's so loud. I'm sure Lenny's prepared.
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's practice together. Come on, repeat after me. 60, 59, 58.
60, 59, 58.
Oh my god, so
That's
loud.
right, perfect. Keep it going. All right, I'll see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
54, 53, 52? Why aren't you counting, Nervalet?
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is.
Fair point.
Merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me. Just enjoy the show.
Aye, Captain.
Oh, alright. You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something.
40, 39, 38! Mr. Linney, are you all right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking the direction of the magic. It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, midair right above the audience.
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all.
I think it's part of the show. Bang! Uh-oh. Somebody got shot.
What was that noise? Did you hear it too?
Did it come from the stage?
Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's worried about it.
Because we're in the front row, maybe we hear it better.
25, 24,
And they're very loud.
What's wrong, Mr. Linney? I can still hear you moving in there.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't tell left from right.
Oh god.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that. The show is what's important.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds. Hear them counting?
Uh-huh.
19, 18, 17.
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. I apologize, everyone.
It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's alright. I know it can be tiring to do such a long countdown. 10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
Okay.
10!
Almost there now. Whew. Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again.
7!
Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5! 4! 3!
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0!
Ta-da!
Look at him go! Where's the other lady, though? Is it not opening? Holy shit. Well, she's dead.
What happened?
Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. You're convicted of murder! Yeah? Oh, indeed! What the fuck?
Is this part of the show?
Yeah, sure.
Mr. Lenny, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
He's traumatized.
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in that box, right?
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
Fair point. He's using his authority voice. Let's go.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of Justice.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
Okay. After some time, the guards complete their investigation.
Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Linny's magic troupe.
Oh no, Cowell!
Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage.
There's a cut there, though, so I don't know.
As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found.
Maybe she is in the Fortress of Mirrorpeed. God damn it, I wish we could have swapped.
It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance, and there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
Okay, so is it Linny's fault?
The serial disappearances case?
Yep.
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
And to pull it off like this? In front of an audience including the Archon and Chief Justice? That's just...
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really, using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he really underestimate us that badly?
I don't think that's the case.
I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Linny, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
Are you?
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
Yeah, no, he seemed very adamant about that.
This all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not? Now that I think about it, that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge.
I'm pretty sure Mr. I Disappear Young Ladies just took that as a challenge, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't Liney.
That can't be right. How can Lenny do this? He was in the box on the stage the entire time. We can even hear his voice.
That can be faked.
Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances. He couldn't possibly mean catching himself.
It's hard to believe this all happened during the show. He's a suspect at most.
Save discussion for a later time, please.
Okay.
Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Linney and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
I just think that he... Well, I think it might be a little early to talk about formally pressing charges.
It's very funny that they work together, but Neuvillette is so much more like professional and like hard cut, while Farina is more like extravagant and kind of, you know, lagging behind a little bit on that professionalism thing. It's very interesting to witness their dynamic like that.
But what Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense. Looks like she's gonna personally deliver justice.
Well,
a kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina said it all.
People are just really believing Lady Farina on her every word. That is probably not so good.
I mean, of course, my dear people. But what excites me even more than the obvious truth before our eyes is the opponent I'll be facing. That's right. I mean you, Traveler. You'll support Lenny, won't you? After all, he was the one who helped you the first time we met.
I trust Lenny.
Then there's no problem at all. You know, the Traveler and I already had a duel the first time we met.
We didn't even touch swords, milady. There's nothing happened. You just spoke big talk and then left.
But with Lenny's help, our little duel ended in a draw. But draws really are the most boring possible outcome.
I guess.
So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser. And what better place to hold such a riveting showdown and decide the true victor than here, on the grandest of stages, the Opera Epiclese.
Oh, don't worry. I'll kick you to dust.
It wasn't a draw. She obviously lost last time.
Yes.
I understand. Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial is in order.
Yes. You look so pretty.
Well, Traveler, seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask you, are you willing to act as Mr. Linney's attorney and defend him in this case?
Oui.
Very well. The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides may investigate the scene to build their cases and search for the truth. Linney and his troupe are all potential suspects and shall remain within the Opera House. The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big shot Outlander can build in such a short amount of time. I'm really quite looking forward to hearing it.
Everyone is dismissed and the audience begins to leave along with Farina and Neuvillette.
Lenny!
Hi. What's up?
Sorry about everything that happened just now. Were you frightened?
A little.
Of course! Who wouldn't be scared after witnessing an accident like that?
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up myself. How could this happen? And poor Cal. I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think I could possibly be the murderer?
It's hard to say, but I don't think so. because you seemed pretty shocked about it. So I'd say no preliminarily.
Good to hear. Thank you so much for trusting me.
Of course.
I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect at this point. But if you ask me, the whole thing is mysteries layered upon mysteries, such that all that's left is confusion. I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not. And I don't know why poor Cal was in the box.
That's a great question. I don't know either. I mean, he left.
As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't have any answers either. If someone tampered with my performance, then we need to figure out what they did.
Yep.
Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
Yeah, but it is very strange.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible.
Okay, Paimon. Where the fuck did you get those glasses?
Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city earlier. Pretty cool, huh?
The cutest little investigator.
Don't worry. Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It wasn't from our travel funds.
Blessedly.
I think they look cute on you, Paimon.
Ah, Lynette, you cutie pie.
You have good taste, Lynette.
She's so cute.
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed isn't going to help me now. I need to get back to my normal self.
Yes.
But with the guards watching our every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette and I to prove our own innocence. Good thing you agreed to be our attorneys. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
We'll be counting on you.
Yes, thank you so much.
I won't let you down. I'm used to this sort of thing. It's fair.
Yeah, just leave it to us.
Yeah.
Oh, since we're going to start investigating, Paimon has a question first. Where did Lynette go during the performance?
Oh, well, I'm afraid that would involve some of our essential trade secrets as magicians.
Do you want to be proven innocent or not?
The secrets behind our magic are past saving, Linny.
Yeah.
I suppose you're right. The truth behind our tricks is going to be important evidence that will be weighted during the trial. 'Tis truly a pity. As a magician, our magic show is a work of art. We've poured countless hours and spared no effort in perfecting it.
I'm sure.
But if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what happened, then it will be well worth it.
You can always make a new magic show.
We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks. We'll go speak with the guards, and in the meantime, you can go investigate the stage and the seating areas.
Alright, let's go have a look while the investigation teams are still here. Detective Paimon is on the case!
Let's go.
Whee! Hello, officer. How's the investigation going?
We're Lenny and Lynette's attorneys.
I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Farina mentioned. Listen, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'd avoid getting mixed up in this whirlpool of a mess if I were you.
Oh?
Huh? What do you mean?
Come with me and you'll see.
Okay. I'm guessing we're gonna talk about the cut.
The deceased is
Thing?
one of Linny's assistants, named Cal.
Oh.
Even though he hadn't joined the troupe long, he was hardworking and everyone generally liked him. The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box with Cowl inside it.
But why was Cowl inside? Wasn't the girl supposed to be in there?
This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing them to snap. All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere accident.
Well, I mean, the water tank being on top of the box, if they are both positioned very centrally to the stage, would make sense because they're trying to keep the magic show very centralized, very symmetric. Like, that doesn't necessarily mean that it was premeditated. It might just mean that they wanted to keep it aesthetically pleasing. It is not necessarily cause for concern.
If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Linny is the most likely person to have access to all these areas.
It is intentionally planned because it's a magic show. It's not necessarily, you know, premeditated as a murder scene. It's a magic scene.
But he doesn't have a motive.
Are you both good friends of his?
No, we just met him.
Well, you can't say we're good friends, but we've known each other for a little while.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorneys.
I mean, that's a valid point. Still, though.
I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the palm of their hand. I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence.
People can also be the most reliable evidence. Yeah.
Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just know that I'm warning you for your own good. Anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows, maybe
we come up with some more evidence. You can use the case record to confirm your current evidence and clue collection situation and short case related information. You can check as yet undiscovered evidence and clues in the case record. And okay. Perception skill to find evidence and clues. Okay. Investigation from the guards indicates the fireworks launched at the tail end of the magic performance set the rope dangling the water tank alight, causing the tank to fall and kill Cowell, who was within it. It seems evident that Lenny was the likeliest user of the prop to commit a crime. However, the reason of the victim being Cowell and not the reason for the chosen lady's disappearance remains in mysteries. Deceased identity. The deceased is one of Lenny's assistants named Cowell. He was well trusted by all his colleagues. His job was setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. Okay. Alright. Examine the white line. This is where the magic box was struck. If Cowell weren't inside the box at that moment, he might have dodged the falling water tank. Alright. Alright. Okay, we go talk.
The investigation team has some new findings. Turns out there's an...
Sorry. Okay. Oh god, there's so much stuff happening.
issue with the random number selector after all.
See, I told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat? You think the murderer would have still made his move then?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Linny and Lynette with their side of the investigation. What were you saying about the number selector? There's something wrong with it?
Is there?
You're trying to help them? That'll be a tall order.
Sure.
Linny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right? The lucky girl that later disappeared. Well,
Not so lucky
we thought there
anymore.
might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away for further inspection.
Okay.
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine picks that same number every time.
Well, that just means that the person who wants to murder the whomsoever, the girl, or just, you know, just make them disappear, had to make sure that the woman sat in the right place. And since they're pre-assigned...
I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat, regardless of whether it's a trial or some performance.
Yeah.
In other words, Linny knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
So would pretty much anybody else who knows the ins and outs of this place. So, like, it's not an argument against Linny, it's an argument against anybody who works here and knows the placements.
That much checks out. Linny reserved our seats for us, too.
Bet you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Linny.
Thanks. Sorry to bother you.
Even though it's bad for Linny's case, Paimon had better write it down.
Yeah. Random number selector. This device was used during Lenny's magic performance to choose a lucky member of the audience. However, the guards have found that it will generate the exact same number no matter what. Clearly, someone has tampered with it. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Anything else? Examine the damaged magic box. The broken magic box was left on the scene after the guards completed their investigation. Looking at it now, the water tank must have struck it really hard. I mean, velocity does that to a box, generally. Esmond, we've already talked to him. Ah, Jesus. Keep getting stuck on things. Aha, the rope.
So this is the rope that broke and caused the water tank to fall.
Yeah, because like it's burned here, but it's cut there.
The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks?
So either Lenny didn't realize this was a safety concern, or...
Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler?
Well, I'm just looking at where the rope snapped. Exactly. Well, it's there. It's over there as well.
Look! This bit is made from different material!
Oh.
Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left.
It seems to be flammable. Like a type of flash cotton.
So if a rope meant to hold something was made with that kind of material in it, then that means...
Well...
Wait! Why don't you write all this down? Let's take notes!
Yep. This rope was used to suspend the water tank. It suddenly broke when the fireworks were being launched on stage. The investigation has shown that the location where the rope snapped was made of flammable material. Well. Yeah. Definitely tampered with by someone. This was no accident. Alright. Oh, sorry. Wrong button. Yeah, you. Hi.
Hello there. What are you investigating?
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the Magic Troop members are currently considered prime suspects. The investigation team is still collecting evidence. The seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list.
Could you tell me who she is?
Sure. It's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when we petition the public to help us find the missing person. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself.
Halsey? Like the singer? Halsey!
Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show. The Magic Troop members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspects. Simply put, she wasn't related to the Magic Troop at all, which matches the features of the previous serial disappearances.
Were the victims of previous cases also chosen at random?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range, there really weren't any other connections between them.
Okay then.
Thanks for letting us know all this.
No need to be so formal. If you do happen to see the missing girl, please be sure to contact us.
Obviously.
It is of utmost importance that we get to the bottom of these disappearances.
Aye, aye, Captain. Information about the missing lady's identity. Halsey is the missing person. She's a famous painter and came to watch the magic show in order to take a break from her own creative work. She isn't known to have been entangled in quarrels with any of the members of Lenny's magic troupe. Hapu. Alright. Let's go continue. Okay, 1. Next is the audience, probably? Or just upstairs? Alright. Or just generally within the seats, I guess? Or just where... what? Oop. Ah, examine magic box. That's fair. It looks like an ordinary box, but Lenny somehow moved instantly from the stage to being inside of it. How did he do it? Can we open the box and see that there's probably like an opening down there? Possibly. What the fuck? Is that somebody? Quest area reached. Well, hello. Eslidor.
I see that you're investigating the area. Well, it just so happens that I'm interested too.
Uh-huh.
If you find any new and interesting leads, be sure to share them with me, alright?
That's a great color scheme for an outfit. They should make a playable character with that color scheme, to be honest.
We don't have too many thoughts yet.
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first? The way I see it. And I'll start it with that loud thud.
Fair point.
The thud? Oh, you mean the sound that happened during the countdown?
Yes, exactly. It wasn't terribly loud, but I suspect that most people heard it. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Lenny's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind. But now that the incident has happened, the thud has become an important clue.
That is fair.
That makes sense. So, what do you make of it?
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Lenny's accomplice. Lynette, perhaps. Jumping atop the water tank, or something like that.
To make it fall?
And when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
But wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Kinda, wasn't it?
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing.
Then wouldn't the water tank have started to swing a bit in that case?
Oh, that's true. I suppose I must reconsider.
That's a good theory, though. Good job so far.
That does remind Paimon, though. What was with that sound?
Strange sound during the magic show. During the switching performance, there was an audible thump that many audience members have heard. True that. Alright, we got the second clue, so now we're talking to the audience? No, not this. More outside. Also, this is such a pretty nook. Oh, so pretty. Alright.
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here! I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
Navia! Oh my goodness! Hello, my dear! My darling, how are you doing? Hi.
Huh? You mean us?
Who fucking else?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth. No? And by the looks of it, you're not from Fontaine.
Nope.
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
Well. Uh-huh.
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula?
I have. They haven't.
From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it.
Cutie pie.
And I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president.
Oh, look at you
Though
go.
those who play by our rules call me boss.
Hi, boss. How you doing, boss? The prettiest boss.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
And who's the other one? Blue?
And I'm Melus. Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
Alright, Grandpa.
Huh? Boss? Demoiselle? What gives with the names?
She's the boss.
Well, I am the second generation president. Malus and the others are still used to my previous title.
My apologies, Demoiselle. Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that instead.
No need. You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine.
Yay.
Okay, if you say so. Not that we're members of Spina di Rosula anyway.
But we can still call her a boss.
All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand.
So you So you want to investigate as well?
That's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. My interest stems from a matter back from my father's time. Judging from the look of things, I find Linny an unlikely mastermind.
Thanks. We
Really?
We do
so
too.
That's why we're looking for clues now. But how did you come to that conclusion?
Just because you think he's incapable?
Intuition, naturally. My unparalleled intuition.
Okay. Whatever you say, my dear.
Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without any decisive evidence whatsoever, wasn't she?
So you naturally assumed the opposite perspective?
But that's not uncommon for her. If you remember, the Justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges just to keep her from getting carried away.
Yeah. The Justice. That's so funny. Like, that's the Justice. Neverlet is the Justice. That's crazy.
Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges. And, of course, there was no way Farina was going to back down in that situation.
Yep.
Sounds more like you just don't trust the Hydro Archon.
Among other things.
Well, what's your opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times, but liking her doesn't mean that I'll blindly agree with her.
Well, when you put it like that...
All right, I've answered your question. Now, it's time you answer mine.
Uh-huh.
Wait a minute, did that answer count?
I guess.
Well, I say it does. But don't worry, you won't hear any pointless questions from me.
Blessedly.
In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
No.
Well?
Not always.
And why would that be?
Doing so makes it easy for the truth to fall by the wayside. Something serious like a trial shouldn't be treated like entertainment. Yep.
See, Silver and Malus? I told you they'd be different.
Yep.
Most astute of you, demoiselle. I too think that the traveler's response was most excellent. No matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, the trials that go on stage here must be based in fact. And if that can be done, boss, then...
All right, that's quite enough, Malus. Anyway, I like your answer. You passed with flying colors. Now,
I didn't even know it was a test, but okay.
Following which our joint investigation shall commence. You two shall be my assistants.
Me, your assistants? You sure?
Wait! Since when did we become assistants?
Because she's boss?
Well. Oh, well, I can be the assistant. Sure. Or your companion, if you like. I'm really not that fussy.
Oh, she's so cute! Oh my god.
That's more like it.
I think you're missing the point, Paimon.
Far be it from me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's intuition will be instrumental in uncovering the truth.
Oh, I'm sure.
You wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances. In this sense, our goals are aligned.
You are most correct, sir.
You have a point. You're quite the talker, aren't you, mister?
I'm so in love with this soundtrack as well. I keep vibing so hard to it.
And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
He's wearing sunglasses. What the fuck do you mean?
I have nothing to add.
Okay.
Oh, alrighty then.
We'll be making some preparations first. Just be sure to let us know if they start revealing Linny's tricks. Thanks!
Okay. Sure. Okay. Hello. Who are we talking to? Are we talking to people upstairs? Ooh, do we get to go up to where the stands are? My goodness. Would you look at that? VIP seats. Crazy, crazy girl. Death. Alright, are there crazier VIP seats? I'm guessing, like, up there, huh? Okay, we are also not supposed to be here. We're supposed to be somewhere else. Where are we going? Whee! Do we talk to you? Guess so.
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at the moment. If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first.
No, we're not leaving. We're representing Linny and Lynette as attorneys, so we're investigating the case. Were you always guarding this entrance?
Yes. After the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection.
Aye,
So,
Captain.
the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on.
What about during the show?
I doubt there was much opportunity then either.
How can you be so sure?
Well, because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that time, I couldn't see Linny's performance from here, which was quite a shame. Just my luck. But still, I did not abandon my post, and I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave.
Good.
We Melusines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
I'm sure you are.
So, it's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through here. Alright, thank you for your help. This'll be useful info.
Yeah. No one left the opera house during the magic show, and after the incident happened, only those who had their identities cleared by the guards could leave.
We checked everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is going.
Ah.
Let's go see, shall we? Ooh, things are getting interesting, huh? We're about to see how magic is made.
Sure.
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Okay.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
Fair point.
You've arrived. Who's this?
Navia.
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower.
You are adorable, and I love you so much. You have no idea. The prettiest.
Sorry, I got a little carried away there.
Just
Call me
a little.
Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and we'll be helping investigate this whole situation.
Yippee!
And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Fine by me.
Poor Lenny is just fucking sweating in terms of like, they're all gonna know my magic tricks. Well.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Yippee!
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
Huh.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Okay.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes,
sense.
a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick.
Yeah, a trapdoor and a ladder.
But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here?
Maybe. Whopper. Open, please.
I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
Where are the decorations?
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
The back door isn't the same.
The back? You mean the inside of the door? What's different about it? Paimon didn't notice anything.
Very good indeed. I
Thanks.
thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row.
I have exceptionally good eyes.
The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get?
There's another box within the box? Because you said it was gonna be cramped. That makes sense, yeah.
Exactly. All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box!
Yeah, and this passage linked the two boxes together.
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place. The 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the 2 entrances of the tunnel. See this flatbed trolley?
I see you.
The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
I see. So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
So that's how you did it!
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
Then what about your side of the trick?
Right! You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end!
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect. My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh, interesting!
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
What?
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who.
What about the assets? Huh? Are you sure? Is that why she held the hat in front of her chest?
And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
So that's how it all worked! Wow! Every detail you revealed was more amazing than the last!
I can tell a lot of thought was put into this.
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending. And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word here being would.
Yeah.
But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out what
We really
happened.
don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off.
No.
And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime.
I mean, I would have figured it out because, you know, magic tricks usually have something to do with components underneath the stage.
Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with some more leads.
This is the scene of the crime, so Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here. I'll escort them back up.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
Don't do it just until he does in the house. Oh my god, you're in the house. How are you doing? Hello.
Thanks, everyone. We're counting on you.
Linny gave a detailed account of how the trick was supposed to work. By using a box inside a box, the idea was for the box containing the audience member to be transported across via a tunnel underneath, and Linny himself would also use this tunnel to get to the other side. Meanwhile, having changed her outfit, Lynette and her assistant would take charge of the onstage interactions. On-stage magic box structure. The magic box on stage has an additional layer to its rear, in which Lynette in Lenny's clothes remained hidden. She would appear at the end of the magic trick and lead people to believe that Linny had been able to instantly move the box to the other side. The magic box at the center of the audience stands has 2 layers, and beneath it is an entrance to an underground tunnel. This was how the lucky audience member was meant to have been transported without the audience noticing. Well, this is really cool. Love this. This is so pretty. Oh my goodness. Also, there's a vase right there. A vase. This is so aesthetic. Now you're so pretty. What in the world? Right? It's crazy. But, you know. Control board. This should be the control device for the trolley. It seems to be able to operate automatically. Chink. Alright. That's done. Ladder. A ladder is required in order to return to the magic door above. Alright, you here. Ooh, there is a hook.
Huh. What's this?
A grappling hook?
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh? There's all kinds of odds and ends here.
Renee didn't mention this earlier.
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick. But why would it have been left here?
That's a great question. I don't know.
Whatever it is, let's make a note of it first.
That is fair. Dropped hook rope. A rope that has fallen to the ground. A metal hook has been tied to one end of this rope. The use is unclear. Okay. Alright. Ooh, there's a dress here. But it's not the dress of the lady, is it? What?
Whoever the murderer was, this people need. Why would it be him? And that, well, we all, gosh. No wonder the serial disappearances never got solved.
Yeah, I was just checking if that was her dress, but I don't think it is. Vase first, then clothes.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Yeah, we're all wearing like high heels for some goddamn reason.
Speaking of which, why would there be water here?
Maybe it was for a trick?
Oh, Paimon knows! It's one of those tricks where you pour water into a jug and then flip the jug over only for the water to disappear.
Well?
And here's a broken vase. Huh. Did the trolley knock it down while moving?
Maybe.
That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
Let's note this down too and think about it later.
We shall. Broken flower vase. That's a pretty picture of it. There are many pieces of a broken flower vase on the side of the tunnel. All the water within has been spilled. Judging from the distance, it seems unlikely that it was knocked over by the trolley meant to transport the magic box. There's also clothes.
Oh, these are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right?
No, she was wearing yellow.
Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
Lenny didn't mention the guest having a wardrobe change.
Right. And do you really need to do that if you're kidnapping them?
I love the lens change of the glasses.
Ugh, this is so confusing. Paimon doesn't want to be a detective anymore.
Well, the young lady's clothes. Apparently, maybe my memory is just very bad. The clothes belonging to Halsey, the lady who went missing, were found in the tunnel. The reason for this remains unknown. Unknown. Okay. So we have all this. There's still something here. Examine the tracks. High precision is required to complete this magic show, and tracks are perfect for making the trolley stay on its designated course. Guess so. Is that tea kettle? Such pretty furniture things. Okay. That is done. Just rechecking. You can examine the trolley, but there's also the clothes right here. That's not important at all. Storage boxes. All kinds of props and costumes are haphazardly stuffed into these. Okay, fair point. So, I wish they had this as like a furniture piece. Do they? I hope they do. Trolley! The trolley is crucial for transporting the magic box to the other side. The culprit must have used this to execute their plan. Is there anything else? Oh. Well.
What is this place?
Looks like a vent. Oh no.
It seems someone could fit through here.
Several someones could fit through here.
Huh. Could this have been the suspect's escape route?
Sure.
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them, the space would be too narrow.
You sure about that?
But there are no other ways in or out of here.
Other than those that go through the magic boxes. And Lenny and Lynette were in the 2 magic boxes.
You're right. Let Paimon write that down.
Do we get to go through the vent? The tunnel vent looks like it could allow 1 person passage. Barely, but leaving along with the missing lady seems like an unrealistic prospect. I don't want to go in there.
Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
Yes. Let's head back up.
Okay. Return to the surface, please. Bye. Alright.
Well, we've ascertained the state of the crime scene.
Yeah.
Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns. Seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
Okay.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement. The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was found hiding there.
Darn.
So the
rats.
tunnels become like a secret chamber then. You know, like the kind you usually see in novels.
It would seem so.
The plot thickens.
The plot chickens.
Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both quite inexplicable.
Yeah.
No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation. All the current evidence points toward Linny and Lynette.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are upheld, they'll announce a sentence?
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the Oratrice will hear statements from both sides.
The Oratrice will too?
That's right. This is how indemnitium is produced. The statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the Oratrice. To put it simply, it's as if the Oratrice has its own will, and is a judge in its own right.
Well.
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice. Not that this has ever happened anyway.
Yeah, fascinating.
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This, too, will be used by the Oratrice as a reference. Then, finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials. The result it returns is the will of justice itself.
Okay.
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides? Paimon thought Neverlet called the shots.
Not really.
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment, which is why people have great faith in the Chief Justice. Ah, yes, the guards also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this place before the trial.
Alright.
Huh? Why?
The seats will be plenty good to sleep on, I guess.
Because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies. That makes us persons related to the case.
They're concerned that we might be
Yes,
colluding
couches.
with outside parties, or that we might find outside help to disrupt the case.
Fair point.
And even if that were not so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information about the case ahead of time.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
Silver, you cutie pie.
Whoa, there's no need for that. Paimon thinks they have a point. That said, are they providing food?
Of course. I just hope you don't mind the lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the cards, nor is any guarantee of balanced nutrition.
No, it's not the time to be picky.
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts, too.
Oh, we can go on our date a few days later. Don't worry about that.
I mean, what better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweets?
You are so correct, my leer. My leer? My dear. My leer. My liege. You are correct. You're very correct. Maybe, okay, probably just Pretty Girl making my brain go verp. There's nothing in there.
Huh.
Amazing.
Bringing out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all.
Paimon.
Just kidding, just kidding.
You better.
Paimon will still do her best, even if there are no snacks.
What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks. If we cannot buy some, then we'll simply make some.
Okay.
Huh?
Understood, Demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
We'll just kidnap the kitchens. Let's go! Snack time. Yay!
Wait, you're carrying a portable stove with you?
Hell yeah.
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the Demoiselle's baking needs whenever the fancy strikes her.
Oh, this is such rich people bullshit, but also like just a foldable fucking cooking tray in your pocket because you carry no bags, old guy.
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Oh my goodness, you two are ridiculous.
Good work, you two. Then I'll get to it. Please sit tight for a moment. You'll get to taste my awesome snacks soon enough.
These three are quite the interesting group.
Must be a Spina di Rosula thing. Navia methodically handles the ingredients and pulls fresh macarons out of
And Paimon
thin
thought it
air.
smelled good while it was still in the oven. Oh, it's even better now.
Oh my god, they're
Paimon can't
colors.
stop drooling.
Yeah, I can tell.
From the way you had these two guys carrying all that stuff around, Paimon thought you'd have them do more during the baking process.
Pink tea is cute as well.
But you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself. Beating the egg whites, grinding almonds, everything.
I was applauding.
I was applauding. The entire trio is so funny.
And I was giving encouraging smiles.
You're doing great. That's not quite what Paimon meant, but okay.
Paimon was just thinking, aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty, beating egg whites and baking like this?
Nah.
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play the piano. I just really enjoy making snacks.
So you read books, sip tea, ride horses, play the piano, and make macarons. Okay. Fair point. I do too. I also read books, sip tea, ride horses occasionally. I don't play the piano well, but I do also make snacks very enthusiastically. So, you know, I can learn the piano.
Don't underestimate beating egg whites, by the way. It's a real arm workout. You also need to beat them to just the right consistency, or your macarons will crack.
Yep.
Anyway, give these a try, fresh out of the oven. There's 3 for each of us.
Only 3?
Oh, but like with funny faces.
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar to your head. You wouldn't be able to think clearly about the case on a sugar rush, would you?
Fair point.
Tea is ready to be served as well. This is Demoiselle's favorite, strong black tea with a floral fragrance that clears the mind and lifts the spirit.
Thank you.
No need for concern. I'm merely doing as I should.
Oh. Okay.
All right then. Down to business. As Paimon mentioned previously, the tunnel seems to be something of a secret chamber.
For sure. Kind of wanted to go take a break, but I don't think we will be able to.
However, we can assume that Linny and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed confines. The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course, but they lack any logical motive.
Exactly! Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
So apart from the
The
twins.
flower vase and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the tunnel,
Could have been possibly the vase falling over.
resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and her abduction. Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
True.
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
There's no evidence that the third person even exists. That's fair.
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this third person. But the only people left to consider are both technically victims. Whether it's the missing girl, Halsey, or poor Cowl.
Huh. Could Halsey secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowl before making her escape?
But she had no way of knowing how the magic trick worked.
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it off. Nor does she have any motive. The guard said that she has never had any dealings with the Magic Troop's members.
Exactly.
Were we not thorough enough in our search?
Possibly.
From the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case. Your macarons are amazing though, Navia. They smell great! They're nice and crisp and super sweet!
They are my specialty after all. And I see you've already had 5 of them.
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3, honest!
Oh, someone else is eating them?
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
No.
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows how to count.
Did someone else eat the macarons?
Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough.
It's fine. If you ate them, you ate them.
Wait, even you don't believe Paimon? How could you?
It happens.
If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they turn into stone in her stomach!
Bonk.
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat and eaten them by mistake. No big deal.
Did somebody steal them? But how?
Malus, set up the stove again if you would.
Huh? What are you doing?
More.
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
Oh, there's really no need to do that.
Exactly. We don't want to trouble you.
As you wish, demoiselle.
And I have the egg, sugar, and almonds.
Well, this really is your hobby, huh?
Yep. Specifically the macarons. Navia does a second round of baking. However, the discussion that follows does not yield much progress.
Well, that's it for snack time. I'm going to have another look around the area.
Okay.
I don't know what we're looking for yet, but we've still got some time. As attorneys, I suggest the 2 of you think the case over again. It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied on stage during the trial.
Good lord.
All right, thanks for your help and for the snacks.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Malus, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find anything new.
Good. Probability of a third person being involved. Neither Corwell nor Halsey had the motive, but after having talked to Navia, the likelihood of a third person being involved seems very low too. True. Okay.
All right, it's time to put our heads together. We've got to get our defense ready for the trial.
Aye. Okay.
Oh, it's probably gonna be a long and difficult case. There's no point in worrying about that now. We just need to prepare.
Exactly.
Here, take Paimon's notes. They should help you review the situation.
I'm gonna really quickly go to the toilet and also get another snack, and then we're gonna actually go do the investigation thing. I'll just let that go because like I really need to go to the toilet. I will be back, I promise. I'll just let you look at Risley for the time being. Wait. Beep. See you in a
I
second.
once considered keeping some pets in my office, but soon gave up on the idea. It's just not right to keep small animals where they won't be able to see the sun. If you ever see any stickers on my back, do me a favor and take them off. Malazines like to play pranks sometimes. A word of advice, don't break the law. Is there anything else? Yeah, seriously, don't break the law. I once considered keeping some pets in my office, but soon gave up on the idea. It's just not right to keep small animals where they won't be able to see the sun.
Probably almost already at the time where we need to do the trial, I guess. Sorry. I also got myself something warmer to wear because it's very cold in here. Sorry. Okay.
Word of advice, don't break the law. Is there anything else? Yeah, seriously, don't break the law.
Alright. Okay, let's go see. Nope, this one. Hee. Alright. Let's go read through.
Why would it be him? How strange.
Right? Why would he be in there? Ooh, we're missing one.
There was no third person. And Paimon didn't eat more than 3 macarons either.
Ooh.
That size wouldn't have been a problem for Paimon. And that's why only the 2 of them can perform this trick. Well, there was no chance Paimon could have seen that the box had 2 layers. The performance would not have been visible from where the doors were guarded. If Paimon were on duty, she would have snuck back into the audience seating. We all heard that noise, didn't we? Gosh, no wonder the serial disappearances never got solved.
Fair point. Yeah, we're still missing one of them.
Whoever the murderer was, they must have made preparations well beforehand. This rope was obviously tampered with.
Yes.
People needed to register and reserve a seat for the show. That, combined with this number selector, could allow you to pick a young lady instead of some old fogey. This is probably a prop, too. Oh, looks like it could hook onto a lot of things. Like the Traveler's fishing
Yeah, we just keep it.
This flower vase is probably a prop for the show. But it also could have been used in the crime. Paimon doesn't get this at all. You think about it for a bit, Traveler.
Well, we can go see if we can find anything more. Also about that tunnel. Is there anything more that we can investigate here? Like, can I look inside? Enter the tunnel. We could. Let's go see if there's anything more in the tunnel down there, because like we're missing like at least 2 things. The clothes are here. What does this mean? The vase. A shattered vase in water. Something happened down here in the tunnel. Yeah, no shit. Sherlock.
Why would it be him?
Fix anything?
That size wouldn't have been a problem for
There's 2 more things here and 1 more in the opera house. So how the fuck? Because we don't have all of it yet. The perpetrator could have left through here, but bringing the young woman with them would have proved tricky. It's a logbook. How the fuck did we get that one in these 2? Because we got all those. I guess we could just wait, but can't get up there, sadly. Can't leave to the stage, which makes sense, given the fact that yeah, no, that's the ladder. Surface ladder, please. Thank you. Given that the, you know, the other end would be up on the stage. Alright. Let's see. Anything else that we are missing? That's the rope. Can you go through? Kind of. A little. I can't go through. Can I go through that door? Or... Maurice? No, that door doesn't exist on the map. I guess. Alright. You're just up there. Is there a higher place that I can go to? It's not. Weird. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna wait till the next day just to see. Also, there's so many things happening. Complete a cruise on the Acrobus. Investigate the truth of the incident with Liney's attorney. Well. Alright, it's almost time. Beep. There we go. I still have absolutely no idea what's happening, but like, I'm guessing they're gonna tell me.
What do we do? The whole situation is so confusing.
Right. I do have some thoughts, but let's take things step by step. Yeah.
Good plan. Impossible things don't just happen. We'll get to the truth one way or another.
For sure.
Just relax. Even if everyone else suspects Lenny and Lynette, at least we will be supporting them from the stands. Besides, I doubt Farina understands any more about what happened than we do.
Thanks, Navia. Well, we'll be going then.
Best of luck to you.
Thanks. Scary. Okay.
Ah, finally, you're back. Well, how did your investigation go?
Well?
To be honest, you might be disappointed.
No. We're already very grateful that you were willing to help.
Well now, don't you all look disappointed. Don't tell me that your investigation came up empty-handed.
Did you manipulate evidence?
That was to be expected, of course. The guilty can never produce proof of their innocence. But don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed should you, my most anticipated foe, concede so easily.
Just you wait.
Since both parties are present, I declare that the trial regarding the magic show incident is now in session.
Yippee!
Firstly, in order for the audience to understand the causes and results of the incident, could we please have Mr. Linney explain the trick?
Let's go.
Yes, of course. I will explain while Lynette demonstrates on stage. All the necessary items have been prepared.
Yay! Linney clearly reveals the details of the magic trick. Everyone in the audience is
Thank you,
stunned.
Mr. Linney. In that case, I take your statement to be that you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began, and thus could not have committed the crime. Is this correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina, do you wish to refute his statement in any way?
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Linney is clearly lying.
Okay.
There is no way you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact, I'd say you were hardly in that tunnel at all.
What? If he were to abduct... Yeah, but he didn't. He didn't do that. So it would be honestly... What? Okay.
That is simply your hypothesis based on the presumption that I'm guilty.
Yep.
Oh, is that so? And if I may ask, what did you hear while you were inside your box?
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that might leave an impression of any kind?
No, nothing.
No thuds either?
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud. One so loud that I believe practically everyone heard it.
Well?
Huh?
Hey, hang on. Something's not right here.
Yeah, how could he not have heard it? How could Liney not know about that sound?
Yeah, I'm sure he could have heard a noise that loud from inside the box.
I was right by the box, and I definitely heard the thud.
Ooh.
Look at those scales. Could those mean...
They probably represent the oratrice's stance on the trial.
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to use the words of the magician himself. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. Indeed, it seems his alibi can also collapse in the blink of an eye.
Don't seem so happy about it. He is still most likely innocent.
Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundations are rock solid. Tell me, aren't you and Lynette actually from the House of the Hearth?
The House of the Hearth?
The house of... Ooh, they're Fatui? Ooh!
No wonder they did something like this.
Oh, that's just prejudice.
So the serial disappearances were the Fatui's doing. Now it all makes sense.
That's just all prejudice, man. Come on.
I've got a feeling that what happened on stage probably wasn't just an accident.
Prejudice.
That's irrelevant. Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
Indeed. Then perhaps you could tell us everything that happened during that 1 minute. Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept secret now. Unless your script already has holes in it.
Yeah, you already have,
The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted? Now comes the infighting and discord, I suppose. This was almost too easy.
You're manipulating the scales by revealing sensitive information. I don't know, man.
Good thing I made all those preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is really paying off.
What preparations? Oh.
Hey, Linny, why didn't you tell us this before?
Lynette are Fatui.
Order! Order! Mr. Linney, allow me to re-establish the facts. Lady Farina has raised 2 points. First, when the thud was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth. Are these claims true?
There's no doubt about the magician's ability to con others, given how Linney has concealed his identity. This could all have been set up beforehand. Plus, Child is here from Fontaine along with other house operatives. There must be some scheme at work here. I've been victim to such schemes before, and now...
Please answer my question, Mr. Linney.
I'm sorry.
Damn.
Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
Neither in the box nor the tunnel, and they're Fatui, so both of the claims are true. You're seeming pretty guilty.
I knew it!
But, you know, it's still kind of prejudiced.
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the sentencing already.
Hey.
What should we do now?
Permission to speak, Your Honor.
Granted.
My client has withheld some key information. My defense cannot proceed. That is true.
In that case, what is your request?
I request a brief adjournment. There are things that must be discussed.
Is that really necessary? They're already as good as guilty.
The defendant deceived their own attorneys. What is there left to discuss?
Order! Order, I say! Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn. This trial will reconvene in 1 hour.
So you would stick to Mr. Linney's defense even after knowing what you do now? You certainly have more professionalism than I thought.
Yes, m'lady.
In that case, my dear audience, let's allow the joy of victory to steep for a little while longer.
Alright. Let's talk. While court is adjourned, you meet with Linney and Lynette backstage at the Opera House. Okay. Yeah. Fair
Well,
point.
this is awkward.
Very.
I didn't think the Hydro Archon would dig all that up. I'm sorry, Traveler and Paimon.
Yeah, sorry.
Are you?
Paimon doesn't know where to start. We trusted you two. We based our entire reasoning on the assumption that you weren't bad guys.
Prejudice!
Not to set the wrong tone or anything, but Paimon's really mad!
I'm very sorry. I know you're angry, and reasonably so, but please, let me explain. I know you've clashed with the Fatui several times before. I wouldn't be surprised if just hearing the word is enough to make you upset.
Yeah.
But our organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities and goals.
Right now, we want to save people. As many as we can.
That's right. I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation and the disaster that its people might face. I knew if it weren't for our respective identities, we could become good friends. That's why I didn't wish to flat out lie to you, but chose to hide some details instead.
Well...
The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about everything would see us spending more effort than we need to.
But how can we know this isn't all another lie?
Right. So, you be the judge. Heck, if I were you, I fear that I'd even struggle to trust me at this point. You met a Fatus who works as a magician, a trickster by trade. All by coincidence, too.
Yeah.
But still, I'm asking you to trust me. I am no criminal. At least, not in this case.
Sorry. Please forgive us.
Well, you both say that, but...
Explain the other issue first. Where were you actually, Where did you actually go while the trick was being performed?
Right. Let's hear your answer first, and no lies now.
Of course. I'll answer any question you ask. We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately? During our investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath it. From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick with the objective of getting close to the core.
Ah, of course.
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15 to get to the opposite box. So, after jumping into the tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step.
And what did you find?
Well, nothing. As soon as I reached that room and was about to investigate, I heard someone's voice. Which should have been impossible, of course. I was quite certain that I was the only one in the room. That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way I came. On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought.
Fair point.
After that, the homicide occurred just as you saw.
Homicide!
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
But why do you want to understand how the Oratrice operates?
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course. We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
Okay.
That's the only way we can save everyone.
So, there you have it. The whole truth. I swear, I didn't hide anything from you this time. It was never my wish to proceed under this cloud of mistrust either. But like I said earlier, you can be the judge. If you want to leave because you don't trust the Fatui, there's nothing I can do to stop you.
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
I believe in the facts. I will defend you from those charges.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
The current problem is that the scales are tipped pretty badly against you two.
Very. Literally.
If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, we're gonna need a seriously watertight defense.
Actually, we already have the key evidence we need.
Huh?
The adjournment's almost over. Let's go back. Yeah, he wasn't there for the murder to have occurred.
Oh, Paimon thinks she gets what you mean.
Lenny's statement. Lenny claims that he headed to the chamber containing the Oratrice core upon entering the tunnel and did not witness the crime taking place, and thus did not hear the thud. Lenny claims to have heard a mysterious voice within the chamber that caused the Oratrice core that houses the Oratrice core within the Opera's house underground structures. It's also a very, very pretty place to go chill in. Indeed. Sit. We go have tea. Whoop, 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 whoop. Just skipping ahead to the trial. Trial! I swear to God, if we can never ever come back here again, it'd be so sad. The brief adjournment ends and the nail-biting trials reconvenes.
Both parties have returned to their positions. Let us continue the trial.
This is just like Ace Attorney.
When last we left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may continue stating her reconstruction of the events.
That took long enough. Now then, if everyone would lend me their attention.
As if they don't already do that enough.
At this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linney's perspective.
Oh my God, this is just like Ace Attorney. Oh my God, we're just playing Ace Attorney. Ooh, based on the opposition's account of events, you can identify loopholes in their statement. Use evidence and clues obtained during the investigation to refute any erroneous assertions of facts and replace them with new interference. Use your refutation to convince the audience and obtain more support from the people. The Oratrice will display such shifts clearly. When you find and refute all incorrect content, you can complete the cycle of refutation and unveil the truth. Okay. Fascinating.
As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel. When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the loud thud. He did not realize that this sound could be heard by everyone in the opera house, which is why he claimed earlier that he could not hear the sound. Finally, he used the vase to knock her out, before making her change clothes to prevent others from recognizing her.
Okay.
At this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having heard that strange noise, and caught Linny red-handed. So Linny proceeded to knock him out too before stuffing him into that box. Afterward, Linny passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the audience stands, before operating the devices such that Cowell's death would be ruled an accident.
Okay.
And there you have it. That's the truth behind what happened.
That's your objective perception of the truth that you're trying to bring everybody to believe.
Does the defendant's side have any objections to Lady Farina's description of the events?
Yes.
The key to refuting Lady Farina is the order of events. What Linny experienced and what he saw.
Yep. Okay. Alright. Let me refute, please. Okay. Identify loopholes. Linny claims that he headed to the chamber containing the other tree's core upon entering the tunnel and did not witness the crime taking place. So, refute.
Seems this won't produce.
Sure. Alright. Yeah. Okay, that one. Yeah. Well. Identify loopholes. Yeah, that one. No, he wasn't even there. Yeah.
According to Linny, he left via the vent after entering the tunnel.
Exactly.
He couldn't have had that altercation with Halsey.
Exactly. Alright. Linny knocked Halsey on the ground. Was it in the tunnel at the time? No. I've heard a mysterious voice within the... Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Linny went to the room that contains the Oratrice's core. This is the actual truth.
You're... Okay. Linny knocked Caldwell out. That when Linny returned to the tunnel, the crime had already taken place. The dress must have been very confused. Exactly.
Linny did not take part in the underground altercation.
Yeah.
He only witnessed traces of the aftermath.
Exactly. Alright.
Attention! Ace Detective Paimon has something to say! When the countdown started, Linny did indeed go into the tunnel.
However...
But he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement, which is where the underground core of the Oratrice is stored. Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. Since he felt something was amiss, he returned immediately. The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again, and in order to complete the magic trick, he did not remain there for any length of time.
Oui.
Finally, he reached the surface, and that was when the accident happened from his point of view. Therefore, he's innocent.
Whee! Yippee-ki-yay! Successful refutation. Woo! So good. We're so good at this. Okay. Scared.
Paimon did it! Paimon actually managed to say all that! Wasn't it awesome?
Very.
In other words, you believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
Yes.
That's right!
Moreover, I believe my opposition's reasoning is flawed.
My reasoning?
The onstage equipment was clearly tampered with in a premeditated fashion. However, you say that Cowell bumped into Lenny by chance. Yeah. Exactly.
If that's the case, then if Cowell hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill?
Exactly.
Assuming that what you say is true, Linny only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case. What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
Exactly.
Oh, they have a point.
Yes.
That's right, you tell them! And that's why they're partners of mine. They've managed to turn things around.
Yes.
Oh, well, your denial is very strident. I'll give you that. But what proof do you have to back your claims?
Do you happen to remember how you refuted Linny's alibi initially?
Of course I do. If he had been in the magic box the whole time, how could he have not heard that sound? Why do you ask?
Well, he wasn't there.
You're saying that he wasn't?
Yep. Your claim has now become my weapon. Your claim has also become a critical clue. I wouldn't say weapon, that's a little harsh. A critical clue. Choose the most, many statements and the voice. Irrelevant. From these then, huh? I guess the missing person or all relevant. Okay. This is the missing person. She's a famous painter. There was an audible thump. No one left the opera house. I guess this one makes the most sense.
That's right! Linny wasn't in the box or in the tunnel. That's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance.
Exactly.
This means that when the crime happened, Linny had already entered the basement via the vent. The same clue you used to disprove his alibi has now become the best proof! How do you like that?
Exactly.
Well played.
To think you'd use such logic.
Yeah, fair point. That's a cute screenshot as well. Ah! Your little internal Farina.
Well then, if it wasn't Linny who committed the crimes, then who was it?
That's a great next question. The murderer was... Select the gear icons in the interference to check the corresponding case questions. Select answers and fill all the empty gears to verify the correctness of your deduction. If you have made mistakes, you must make other selection from the remaining options. Once you have answered all the questions correctly, you can complete the logic claim. Good lord. The guard's investigation report indicates that the fireworks released near the end of the show ignited and burned through the ropes suspending the water tank above the stage. This caused the water tank to fall and kill Cowell inside the box. If Linny is no longer under suspicion, only the other members of the troupe would have been able to tamper with the props. Linny gave a detailed account on how the trick was supposed to work. By using a box inside a box, the idea was for the box containing the audience member to be transported across via a tunnel underneath, and Linny himself would also use this tunnel to get to the other side. Having changed her outfit, Lynette and her assistant would take charge of the onstage interactions. The clothes belonging to Halsey, the lady who went missing, were found in the tunnel. The reason for this remains unknown.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment. Halsey is the missing person and an ordinary audience member. Or did she have her own scheme all along? Could there have been a third person involved? Is that really a possibility? The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant.
He would have been able to tamper with the equipment, and if we remember, the first time we saw Cowell was when he was asking Linny about the equipment, so... Hypothesis correct.
Huh? That can't be right. Are you serious? The killer was, in fact, Cowell, the deceased!
Well...
Oh, is that so? How interesting! Let's hear your reasoning then.
What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowell did and how he went from would-be perpetrator to victim.
Good lord.
No one entered or left the opera house through its entrances. So, where would the criminal have wanted to take Halsey?
Uh-huh.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny.
Okay.
The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing... Lenny was not in the tunnel at that moment. It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into Lenny as well.
Incorrect. Okay. They don't fit. Alright.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's assistant. He would have been able... Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. So, there must have been some fear...
Yeah. And then...
The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal.
No.
No one entered or left the
Yes.
The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and...
No.
It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal.
Possibly.
Lenny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time.
Also incorrect. I don't know, like I'm struggling a little bit.
The sound we heard may have come from a... It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into Lenny as well. The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's assistant.
Okay.
The sound we heard may have come from a... It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. Lenny was not in the tunnel at that moment. The deceased's name is Cowell.
Okay.
The sound we heard may have come from a... Lenny was not in the tunnel...
Yes.
It would have been tough for both people to...
It's not there.
It would have been tough for both people to fit into the... It would have been tough for both people to fit...
Yeah.
No one entered or left the opera house.
Okay.
No one entered or left... The sound we heard may have come from a clash. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel.
Ah, but Lenny is correct, so we have that. That's good.
The sound we heard may have come from... Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel.
Okay.
It would have been tough for both people to fit into... The deceased's name is Cowell.
Sure.
The sound we heard may have come... No one entered or left the...
Aha. Criminal must have understood the methods behind Lenny's magic trick, must have been in a position to easily modify the equipment. Leaving aside how he died, Cowell had all the means to commit the crime at his disposal. The staged noise could likely have been the sound of Cowell and Halsey struggling. Lenny was not in the tunnel for 1 minute. This would have given time for Cowell to bring Halsey out of the magic box and in the audience stands. But according to the guard's testimony, no one entered or left the opera house, so even if he had taken her, there'd be no means of exiting. Exiting from the box would have been in full view of the audience, pretty much guaranteeing that they would be discovered.
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you still having trouble figuring things out?
Where in the world did Halsey go?
I see how it is. So this was all just a bluff. And here I thought you had something to show for it. But it seems you're still far from the truth.
Look, since we're at a dead end, why not consider a different track?
Sure.
Just like the trick as it transpired, the end result must have been utterly different from the magician's initial design.
If only we knew how Halsey disappeared.
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has 3 exits, and none of them seem very likely. And it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real live person disappear. You know, like you did from that water tank, Lynette.
Magic. Escaping from the water tank. Wait, could it have been the water?
Excuse my interruption, dear opponents, but do you not see that the crowd is growing impatient? There is no greater sin in this opera house than an awkward delay in the performance.
Good lord. Hey.
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
But hold on a second.
Lenny was not in the tunnel at that moment. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment. The vase was not broken by chance. It was used to cover important evidence. The water.
Yes. Water. There we go.
Paimon gets it! It all comes together if Halsey disappeared instead of being kidnapped. Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and leaving only clothes behind.
Oh yeah, right.
If there's a similar method where a person could be transformed into water...
Oh my god, is it like the primordial waters?
Oh, just a moment, please. I do hope you know how preposterous you sound at the moment.
Well...
How could a person ever be transformed into water? This is reality we're talking about here, not some magic trick.
I request that we examine Cowell's personal effects.
Must we really? I should think that of anyone. Your friend Linny already knows this truth very well. Magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and misdirection. But Halsey's disappearance is very real. We're talking about two completely different things.
Are we?
Even so, I trust the Traveler's judgment. The truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may open if we try to gather all the focal points that don't make sense. Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt to have a look at his belongings, would it?
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at the end of the rope. The way I see it, your suggestion that we broaden the scope of our investigation is nothing but a tactic for stalling the trial.
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be at an impasse, I believe that additional evidence may help us make more progress.
Yay!
Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal effects of the deceased Cowell.
Okay, after some time, a guard returns with news.
We are still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress that we feel must be shared with everyone post-haste. We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage, each labeled separately.
Okay.
The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are water from the primordial sea.
Oh boy. There's gonna be some shock in the audience.
Primordial sea.
The note's contents also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organization that sells illegal drugs and that he had an accomplice.
No.
The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids, in which the keyword dissolve appears many times.
Like an acid.
One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. It is empty.
See? Lenny's not guilty.
The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. It's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of test subject.
These dissolution properties are...
As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is, in fact, supported by sufficient evidence.
Ha!
You've got to be kidding! People dissolving into water?
I think we should adjourn court and just discuss this as only the Hydro Archon, the edicts, and us, so we don't inflict mass panic.
Could something so ridiculous actually be true?
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain prophecy, but it's just a coincidence, isn't it?
Well?
If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if Cowell was targeting that girl... Wait just a minute. Could that mean... You two, with me, quick!
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partners?
Let's go. Just trust me.
Okay.
Order! Order!
In the court. Yeah, that's this. Yeah.
It is undeniable that further examination of the deceased's personal effects has yielded some surprising results, but we cannot yet verify the veracity of these clues. Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed authentic, albeit with the understanding that Ms. Halsey has yet to be found.
Yes.
Guards, please continue examining the items along these lines. Mr. Linney, it appears your hypothesis is supported by the evidence, so please continue speaking.
Of course. Thank you, Your Honor. If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this case's seemingly unrelated clues can be connected together.
Uh-huh.
Right! Like the metal hook! That one didn't make sense at all. Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that water from the primordial sea.
Yeah, water from the primordial sea. The liquid of the guards found in Cowell's luggage seems to have the ability to dissolve Fontanians into water.
The water from the primordial sea should already have been prepped before Halsey entered the magic box. Now it seems like the hook rope was not meant for another magic trick, but was instead some form of triggering mechanism. The rope that strung the water tank up was lit by the fireworks and cut. As such, the focus here is on the water and not the tank.
Yeah.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. Lynette was in the magic box on stage the entire time. Did she have something to do with this? I remember there was something else within the inner layer of that box.
Okay, so we have those two.
Lynette was in the magic box on stage.
Yeah.
Lynette was in the magic box on stage.
Ah, okay. So...
The rope that strung the water tank.
Okay. Also doesn't really fit. Alright, cool.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the...
Yeah.
Lynette was in the magic box on stage.
Also not really. Weird. Okay.
The deceased's name is Cowell. The water from the primordial sea...
Okay, apparently this way around it works. Alright. We're getting there.
It's Ace Detective Paimon's time to shine again!
Because they can't say Ace Attorney. Because, yeah, that's copyrighted.
In the original plan, Cowell would tamper with the water tank rope, and the number selector securing his target. When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box. When the balloon attached to the box popped, the water from the primordial seed inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey. Afterward, Cowell would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on stage.
True.
But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel, and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
Huh. That does make sense.
Yep.
That actually links together a lot of the more confusing pieces of evidence.
Yep. Look at that.
Oh dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now. Have I falsely accused an innocent person? What a humiliation.
Now, it seems like the only point of contention remaining is the exact circumstances that led to Cal's death.
Yes.
His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be related to the situation.
True.
On that note, the guards have just contacted me indicating that they uncovered new evidence. I shall now invite him on stage to share it with us.
Hello.
Thank you, Your Honor. We were just inspecting the luggage of the other people involved in this case. And we found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among Linny's personal effects.
Well... so no longer is innocent this.
What?
Word has been planted.
That can't be.
Oh, I see. Well, How wonderfully comedic to have your own counterattack only to come back and wound you.
I hope you didn't plant that, because that would be highly immoral.
Does this not clear all doubt? My dear citizens, my loyal audience, allow me to present my reasoning and bring this performance to a swift close. Linny did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all. Indeed, he did leave the scene via the vent. Having made modifications to the props beforehand, his accomplice Cowl then caused Halsey to vanish using the water from the primordial sea. But upon his return, in cruel avarice, Linny desired sole credit and prepared to do away with his partner in crime. Ultimately, he knocked Cowl out, and the tool meant to cover the crime up also became a murder weapon. Now, as much as I regret having come to such a viciously straightforward conclusion, it does seem that the famed Fatui is quite the cold-blooded and ruthless organization.
Again, prejudice.
Am I right, Mr. Linny?
I don't think you are,
We
miss.
have all the evidence we collected. There's no way for us to make a rebuttal here.
Are you
Is
sure?
this the end of the road?
Oh no. Paimon can't think of anything either. It doesn't look like there's any way around this.
Like, actually, or did I make a mistake earlier?
Seems using the water as new evidence was too good a move. Why did this have to happen now?
I think we've all seen enough now, and we have ample witnesses to my flawless reasoning. I believe this is indeed the finale. Now then, my good, noble Chief Justice, should we not, in your view, move...
Excuse me, everyone, but I must interject.
Woo! Finally, I was waiting for you to come
Miss,
back.
I must ask you not to shout and to respect the ongoing legal proceedings.
But...
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. Now, would anyone here like to take a little break from all this debate and see a little magic?
Okay.
I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh, right before your very eyes. Please, do the honors, Mr. Linny, if you would be so kind.
What?
What in the world is she saying?
No offense, miss, but miracles like that are beyond my scope as a magician.
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic is all about misdirection, isn't it? It often conceals the truth while presenting a fascinating illusion. But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them once again? And wouldn't such a trick be the most marvelous finale to today's performance? Come on, Linny and Lynette. Give it another go. Don't worry. Spina di Rasula has made the necessary arrangements on your behalf. But as the magic makers and stars of the show, I think I should leave the final performance to you.
Okay.
I understand.
You do? I don't. Click.
And voila.
Chink, chink. And? Are you sure?
Sorry.
Wait, isn't that Halsey?
Isn't it?
So the whole thing about people dissolving wasn't true after all?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence. I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial. I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me. And then before I knew it, she caught me.
That'll teach you to underestimate us three.
Where should I begin? I'm sorry. I'm the one who killed Cowl.
Okay.
But what? Why?
What? Why?
Honestly, my name isn't Halsey. It's Lillian, and I'm originally from Mondstadt.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I heard that Linny's show was gonna be a real thriller, but I missed the chance to buy a ticket, so I stole one.
Ah, for Halsey then.
That's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and there.
Oh my god.
And I'd never been caught before.
You were the one from the harbor. You were the one stealing shit, and that's why we couldn't find you. Oh my god, it's all coming back. Oh my goodness. Well, that does explain it. We did have a little bit of an altercation with you. Altercation.
But I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago, and I barely got away. Lenny was the one who caught me in the act.
Hey, no wonder you look familiar. So you were the thief. Lenny even mentioned that you were pretty skilled.
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it, but then the number selector chose me. He even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked I was. I thought he was onto me for sure. So I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee. But then I got water poured on me for no reason, and then someone jumped into the tunnel to nab me.
Oh yeah, because she is not from Fontaine, so the water wouldn't have worked on her because she's from Mondstadt. Oh, that makes so much more sense.
I wasn't going to take that lying down, so I knocked him out and stuffed him into the box. There was nowhere to run from there, though, so I had to change my clothes and hide in a box containing performance costumes.
Ooh.
I slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene and continued hiding inside the opera house.
Can a person even hide in there?
If they're practical hand at concealment, probably. A professional thief could make it work, for sure.
But I swear, I didn't know that the water tank would fall down. Really, I swear it.
Yeah, so that was possibly
Had I known that, I wouldn't have put him in the magic box. I may be a thief, but I'm no killer.
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now, doesn't it?
Yeah, now it's time to refute the Hydro Archon's previous reasoning.
This time, we need to tell the entire story from Lillian's perspective.
Oh god. Okay. Yeah. Lippy holies. Choose a lucky number of the audience where the guards have found that yeah. Okay, not you. Audible thump? No. Go over to trolley. Okay, I guess not that one. Front of the tunnel. No. Solving. I guess the dress? No. Alright. Da-da-da. Defute. That. It was... No. Not this either.
The flower vase was not broken to cover anything up, but was smashed during the struggle between Lillian and Cowell.
So that means... this? Yeah.
Lillian was afraid that she would be recognized if she left, so she changed clothes and hid, biding her time. Just what one might expect of an experienced thief.
Aye, aye, Captain. So... thumb? No. Maybe that one? Nope. Okay, not you. That one? This one? Aha.
The strange sound wasn't from a fight. It was Lillian's attempt to break out when she was frightened.
There we go. Yay!
And it's Ace Detective time on time!
Yippee! Yes. Let's go.
Having been selected out of the blue, Lillian panicked. Her panic only intensified after she entered the tunnel and had water poured on her head. So she kicked the door open, producing the thud we all heard. Hearing the commotion, Cowell leapt into the tunnel, only to discover that Lillian had not dissolved.
Yeah.
He did not know that Lillian was not from Fontaine, but was a thief, who made her way in by stealing a ticket.
Yeah.
Mistakenly believing that the water from the primordial sea needed time to take effect, he tried to force Lillian back into the box. The two broke the flower vase during the struggle, but Lillian came out on top, knocking Cowell out and putting him in the box.
In the box.
No way of escaping, she changed her clothes and hid in the costume trunk until the performance ended.
And we were standing right outside of the box ever since. That's crazy. Yay. Okay.
She knew that she would have to go through guard inspection if she tried to leave afterward. So, she has been trapped in the Opera House these last 2 days.
What the fuck has she been eating or drinking?
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons.
Oh, yeah, right.
So, she swiped 2 of them right under our noses. Talk about a sneaky thief.
True.
At this point, all the events that happened in the tunnel have now come to light.
Ah, so that's the whole story.
Yep.
Bravo! Bravo!
Yay! Look at that.
Now then, Lady Farina, do you wish to speak against the defense's statements? Please answer the question, Lady Farina. Also, if I may add, the trial has not yet ended. As such, I request that the prosecution not leave the room before the proceedings have concluded.
It's like a tired father playing, like, make-believe games with the daughter. It's crazy. It's lovely. It's cute.
What? Are you reading my mind now? No. I have no further arguments. I admit defeat. But really, could you at least have left me with some dignity?
No.
Wow. Look at that. She's like a deflated balloon now.
If there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the full sequence of events.
Yay.
The actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowell, selected his next victim from the audience reservation list. With some modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young woman would be chosen. To cover up any evidence while committing the deed, Cowell thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would conceal the water left behind after the young woman was dissolved. He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop and hide the watermarks. He poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box and stuck it to the box's lid. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said box. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the water. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lillian was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the box with a loud noise. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Lillian. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box, and thus became his own final victim.
Woo!
Lillian, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house.
Yeah.
As for Linny, he was in the underground structures within the opera house, and was thus ignorant of these happenings.
Yep.
From this reconstruction of events, we can conclude that Linny, the accused, is in fact innocent.
Woohoo!
Amazing!
See, it was all about the prejudice.
While there is much in Linny and Lillian's conduct that should still be investigated separately, this case, at least, can be handed over to the Oratrice to make the final decision.
Yippee! Alright. And... what's up? Ooh, like a gotcha machine. My eyes. Ooh, uh-huh. What's it say?
As such, Linny and Lynette are officially declared not guilty.
Hot Milky.
Victory for Ace Detective Paimon!
Great work, partners.
Yay!
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Let's not celebrate just yet.
Next, I think we deserve an explanation, Guard Vaughn. How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Linny's baggage?
Oh, is that the accomplice?
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know. Or was that not a discovery, but false evidence that you dare to bring before this court?
How dare you?
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not Linny, but you, yes?
Vaughn!
I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen your sentence.
Duel to the death.
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a one-way ticket to Coupon Town.
That's the Fortress of Meripede, by the way.
I was just following orders. We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Linny, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said this was the best opportunity to do so.
Tattletale.
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, you have become a liability to said higher-ups, yes?
Fair point.
Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know, and seek the protection of the guards.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll tell you everything I know. Our boss discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve. It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable exhilaration. We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent mora off it. The disappearances were also the boss's idea. I mean, this is the boss we're talking about.
That was unexpected. What? He turned into water. He sure did. Is that like a remote control button? What the fuck just happened? Yep, that's just a hat now.
And now he can no longer talk.
I think if you say boss often enough.
Such ruthlessness. I shouldn't have expected any less of them.
You're also called boss.
An outrageous act.
Very much.
All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
Uh-huh. Oh, the mechas as well? Alright. However, nothing is found of this and the scene apart from the liquid left behind after the wand dissolved.
So, we're just going back now?
Suppose so. The problem seems to have been solved for now. We're not needed here anymore. Yeah.
That's true, but...
Traveler, Paimon! Please wait.
Yes, I'm here. Oh.
Linny.
I know you may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe you don't even want to look at me. But still, let me thank you again for defending me to the end. Even after you learned that I'm a member of the Fatui.
Just didn't wish to see anyone be falsely accused.
I guess. But regardless, I'd like the opportunity to set things straight.
Alright.
I didn't approach you with any ulterior motives or ill intent. I've spoken to you as myself, just plain Linny this entire time. As for why I'm a Fatus, it's because the goals of the House of the Hearth align with those of an orphan like me. That's all. That was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then too.
Otets. The Knave.
The Knave? The one who controls the House of the Hearth? She's your father?
Yep.
That's right. And since we're here, I was wondering, would you mind hearing a story? It's about my past.
Uh-huh.
Back when our parents first died, Lynette and I were left wandering the streets. To survive, I took to surreptitiously observing an older street performer who did magic. It took me several days to figure out how he pulled off his amazing tricks.
This is so fucking Casbreaker coded. Oh no! This is so incredibly Casbreaker coded. Holy shit. Wait. I'll take that to my friends later.
I took my sister through several streets until we found a crowded corner, and we began to perform magic tricks there. To my surprise, we proved to be pretty popular, and we could at least stop worrying about where our next meal would come from for a time. But I didn't want my sister to remain a street rat together with me forever.
I also like that they're matching little bows.
Before long, an aristocrat came to me and claimed that he wished to take us in after watching my performances.
So you went from orphans to nobility just like that?
That was how we felt at first, too. As if fate was on our side and we could say goodbye to those painful days.
Well...
But I gradually discovered that while we were called foster children, he was really after my talent for magic tricks. He would constantly take me to all sorts of banquets to garner attention, which he would then use to expand his social circles.
That doesn't seem too bad either. Better than roaming the streets at any rate.
It took a while for me to realize just how dark his heart really was. After one particular performance at a banquet, I discovered that Lynette was not on the same return vehicle as me. I waited a long time after we returned home, but she did not come back. I went to that noble's bedroom and asked him about her whereabouts. The answer he gave me was, she caught the eye of the most eminent person at the banquet, so I sent her over as a gift.
Jesus.
I mean, you'll be able to perform your magic regardless of who your assistant is, yes?
That is fucked up.
Oh no. So he was gonna... But wouldn't Fontaine's laws deal with such people?
Children have, like, no rights in that country.
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care, and they have their ways of escaping the eye of the law.
Villains.
I managed to ferret out the location of the mansion of that so-called eminent person and hurried through the night. But by the time I leaped over the walls, avoided the guards, and made my way in, all I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood, and the knave standing there in the darkness.
So, she took care of that?
So, she'd already taken care of that guy.
So you owed her.
That's right. She had rescued my sister before she could come to any harm, and had even discovered several girls hidden in a basement, all of them orphans.
Well...
Father, I mean, the knave, might have seen something in me, and so she made me an offer. The House of the Hearth welcomes you, for your interests align with ours. Here, none will ever betray you. Indeed, betrayal shall never be permitted here. I was hesitant to trust her. I mean, I had just been betrayed by nobles, but she was also quick to destroy the noble who had taken us in at first, giving us back our freedom.
Fair point.
Oh, so that's how the two of you joined the House of the Hearth.
Yeah, that's all in the past, though. The knave is after the Gnosis, isn't she? Yeah, she is.
She has her own plans. She has gained permission from the Sarita to first use the Gnosis's power once she obtains it. She plans to use it to find a way to break the prophecy and save Fontaine.
Will she, though?
So, she believes in that prophecy, too?
Suppose so.
That's right. The whole House of the Hearth is currently working to combat that crisis. Today's case has also proven that people from Fontaine can indeed dissolve into some sort of water, thus further supporting the prophecy.
True.
Everyone at Hotel Bouffe d'été, including the knave, has their roots in Fontaine. And we will always defend our homeland. To us orphans, the only connection we have left to this world, apart from our family, is our homeland.
So, from small deeds like distributing magic pockets to huge schemes like stealing a Gnosis, everything is aimed at dealing with that prophecy.
Sorry, but I still can't completely trust you.
It's all right. I understand. The only thing I can do is relate all this to you. I just hope you can understand that even as a member of the House, I have never stopped making my own decisions, and that I believe what I'm doing is right.
Okay.
If you should need anything at all in the future, feel free to find me. I will do my best to help you, as plain Linny.
Oh, hello there, and good night. This will be my good night story. Oh, hell yeah. Hi, how you doing? Have you enjoyed the Captain Peng listening time from earlier? Yeah, my brain is currently dissolving like the primordial waters, so I'm hoping this quest is gonna be over soon. We've been at this for almost 4 hours. I understand. Goodbye. Because, like, this quest might be over pretty soon. No, Paimon. Yeah, no. Lots of prejudices. Yep. Leave the opera house. Well, go. I he. Uh-oh. Oh, hello, my dear.
Hey there. What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Well,
were you looking for us, Navia?
Possibly.
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer to solving the serial disappearances case, though. Don't you think so, too?
Well,
Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
I was really only trying to defend Lenny. I wasn't necessarily looking to serials. I've enjoyed it. Cleaned my entire room, even with the power of Captain Peng. Hell yeah. I'm probably gonna use the power of Captain Peng as well tomorrow, because I have an entire apartment that looks like, you know, weeks and weeks of a depressive episode, which is essentially just me not having the time to clean while preparing for my semifinals, and then just not having the time to do it afterwards either. So tomorrow, because I have the day off, it's gonna be cleaning everything of this thing you can't see because it's outside of the camera frame. God fucking, it's so lucky. And also packing for next week where I will be leaving, so I will probably need the power of Captain Peng like nothing else before. It's gonna be something, but yeah, hell yeah. Good on you for cleaning all of that room, and yeah. I hope you're... I wonder if the he was because of Robin. Was my message being sent too early because cat paw on my phone? I told you! I was gonna say, was it Robin? Cat paw attack on screen. It's like, you want to send that? Nope. You want to keep typing that? Nope. Nuh-uh. It's cat time. He was controlling it. He was communicating with me. It's like, he. Hi, Robin. Hello, sir. You are he. Announcing himself. Actually, that is kind of how Jesus introduced himself, so maybe Cat Jesus. I am he. Cat is he. Okay, we're spinning this out of control, but hi, Robin. Give him a pat for me, please. My brain is dissolving so fast. I'm realizing how little vocal capabilities I have left in my brain. I was listening to literally shortly before you came in, we were like cross-examining the guy we met in Fontaine. It was literally kind of like Ace Attorney, so my brain is just melting into the floor. It was like a whole murder thing. Like, if you want to check that out later, it's very funny, very fun, very interesting as well, with a lot of cross-examination. And we're currently at the tail end of that. I hope and pray that we can, like, chill out and finish this quest soonish. Okay. I was really only trying to defend Liney. I wasn't necessarily looking into the serial disappearances case, but I guess, I mean, we could help.
Besides, are you sure we're the ones who can crack a case that's been cold for decades now? And given that there's new evidence from the trial, there should be a trail of breadcrumbs for the Hydro Archon's people to follow now, right?
Oh, Navia's so sad.
I see. Well, I won't lie. I'm a little shocked to hear that from you. But I suppose you are just travelers who have only arrived in Fontaine after all. Sorry. I might have been too presumptuous.
Possibly. Oh, the lighting change is so nice.
Don't say that, Navia.
Oh, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too.
Oh.
It was like having new waters flowing into a stagnant mire, causing new hope to spring forth, and the reflection in the murk to become clearer.
Okay, poet.
Sorry about that. I'm a bit prone to nostalgia. Don't mind me.
Oh.
Wait, shall we have a farewell meal? You know, to commemorate our time as partners?
Huh? Do we really need to get that formal? Well, guess you really did treat us as partners, huh?
Well, I'd just like to have a proper ending to every important memory. That way there are no regrets later. Anyway, it would just be a meal, so it shouldn't take up too much of your time.
Let's go have that meal then.
You don't have to twist my Navi is treating Kenpaimon
Of
Oh,
course.
wonderful. In that case, why don't we return to the Court of Fontaine and head to the Hotel de Boer? I believe we'll make it just in time for dinner.
All right.
Alright then, let's have our farewell meal.
Okay. There we go. Act 1 complete. So, I suppose, we can just go there next time, because for today, I'm so done. I'm so tired. I need to go. It's literally past midnight. I didn't expect this to take so long, but I did say we're finishing it today, which together with the music video and this entire quest and so much cross-examining and running around and collecting evidence, makes sense it took this long, but also, oh my god, I really need to take a nap. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do the nap taking. Yeah. I'm so sorry that we're also ending like right when you come in to have your little lullaby. No, not lullaby. Goodnight story. But I mean, worst case scenario, you can start it over to fall asleep to. But I am so EP, the EPiest soldier, and I need all of my might and power to actually clean tomorrow. So that's gonna be quite something. But I hope you have, you know, a good rest as well with cuddling Robin and everything. I'm so jealous. I'm gonna just be lying down. Yeah, that's mostly it. I don't have the cat inside. The cat is outside chilling. But, you know, the cat's plural. Me. But, you know, God, rapidly losing all of the brain cells. I can just start over. Good night. That's good. Have fun. You can also just listen to the last like hour and a half, because that's just where the shit starts getting crazy, man. So you do you. And I hope, yeah, you have fun with that, and I hope you rest well. So I will go leave now, so I can have ample sleep, and I'll see you guys in a week from now. Officially here. I mean, I'll see all of you guys like in the Discord, which is where I'll be very active. So if you want to keep up to date and see the new schedule when I'm back, that is where all of that will be posted. So if you want to join that, the link is in the description below. You can also, in the time of where I'm gone, there are plenty of VODs that you can look at. You can start over this stream. You can do a lot of things. There are a lot of videos. There's like 300 streams of each more than an hour. So I think you'll be amply fed for the time that I will be gone. I will return on probably like the Monday in 2 weeks. So that will probably be another Resi stream. So, you know, Monday the Wednesday. I don't even know what date is it on the, yeah, Monday the 24th, which is also going to be my dentist appointment. Yay! But yeah, Monday the 24th will be the day when I'm officially back. So yeah, until then, I will see you guys around. For now, I'm just gonna go to bed. Alright, have fun, see you in the Discord, and see you on the 24th.